Previously in Dragon's Maw. The party spent the night and morning in Slayer Base, resting and deciding on their next move. Chica fed a bit off of Zenkarn's attraction to her. Powderkeg and Flotsam did their best to make breakfast based on what was available in the Steel Ranger's kitchen. After finding out exactly how Tibbs handled the Razor Apple situation the previous day, Powderkeg took Tibbs outside the base and administered an angry and violent interrogation into who he was and what he was doing in the group. Tibbs' answers only served to enrage Powderkeg further. After getting nowhere and heading back into the base, he ran into Star Paladin Lilypad, who had arranged for the group to receive a Pip-Buck 3000 for the purpose of keeping track of their myriad tasks that Lilypad had gathered up for them. The group decided it would best to have it fitted to Flotsam. Powderkeg asked Lilypad if she could look into Tibbs, and she accepted. She was actually quite prompt with her first piece of information, with promises of more to come, but Powderkeg kept the intel restricted to tempered steel and Aurelia for now. And on top of all this, Flotsam's pet crocodile Craggy has started acting weird, biting just about anything, inside, especially pony limbs, and that has the party concerned. This session begins in the early afternoon or so, as the party is deciding on their next course of action.
You could also say that Craggy is now acting just like a regular crocodile.
That's not quite as direct, but anyway.
Yeah.
He's swearing a lot more than a normal crocodile.
At least according to Aurelia.
I'm just wondering, shouldn't Flotsam be talking directly with Craggy now? Or is that not part of the companion?
Oh yeah, the companion feature.
I was wondering when would be a good time to have that, because I think I had Flotsam ask Aurelia if she could teach her. I don't know.
Over the course of this session, if it all goes well, might actually make for a perfect time.
Oh, cool.
But
awesome.
right now, the way I kind of see it
right
is
now,
that
you
you have a very much a certain empathy with Craggy, but you can't really like speak the language yet, as it were. He understands you. You kind of get him on some level, but
he only understands the language of teeth.
Yeah, right now he's getting very bitey and very agitated, and it's uncertain why. Although Lilypad, in the notes of the Pip-Buck on this issue, because she's made it after hearing about it, she has made it an actual quest for you guys. She suggests that the Famine Raider gang is probably the most closely tied to sort of interacting with animals in the region, and one of them might have a bit more of an idea on sort of how animal nature and physiology works.
And if I recall correctly, we realized that there was an X-Raider from that group at Radio Crackle Tower.
Yeah, it's likely that one of them was an ex-Famine Raider. Yeah.
Did I cut out?
No, we just got really, really quiet.
Yeah, we're all kind of like one of those zones of silence.
Yep.
Well,
right. So
I was just finishing up some typing.
Just as the meeting about the Pip-Buck is wrapping up, Javon bursts into the room, and there are wires all throughout his mane.
Oh, great, Javon. Where were you?
I'm not entirely sure, actually.
How can you not be sure?
Well, maps. It's hard to put into maps, so to speak. I don't
think I want to hear about it. We're planning to do something right now, so why don't you just start packing up your things so we can get going already?
You didn't break anything, did you?
No, I'm pretty sure I actually... Well, yes, but no, I didn't break... No, I broke things that would have hurt us. But I fixed a lot of other things, so it all balances out.
No.
Look. You notice in the hallway behind the Javolt, the doorway that you can see kind of past him, you see a bunch of scribes starting to kind of running around a bit hurriedly, carrying bits of scrap electronics and computer parts.
See, Javolt, I would ask you what the hell is going on, but the truth is, I do not care. So, as long as we can get the hell out of here, I think I'm fine.
What happened what happened to Javolt over the course of this morning? Find out another time. I think it's going to become its own mini session sometime later.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Awesome.
I'm definitely looking forward to that because that's just like.
And then he inadvertently gets himself killed and creates a time paradox.
And now I can't kill Javolt. Damn it.
Oh no, you totally can.
We'll
You
get
just
to that
have to
one.
figure out a way for him to come back.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Javolt has
true.
clones. We can never be rid of Javolt.
Don't give
Ooh,
him
that-
ideas, Lapis.
Don't
actually happened
give
in
me
the campaign I
ideas.
played once.
Don't give me
The
ideas.
campaign I played once, one of the players played a character who was from a hive mind. So, as unusual as it was, I let him kill himself whenever, because another member of the hive mind could just come in.
Wait, what kind of hive mind was this?
Anyway, guys, we're getting a bit off track. So, basically, as I understand how things were left off at the end of the last session, you guys were figuring, you guys deal with the Craggy situation first, and you address that by making your way back to Radio Crackle Tower and speaking with whoever was the famine pony there. While the B team, you send them off to Gold Rush to investigate Hammer and Nail for any signs of, corruption or the executive's influence. Is that correct?
Yeah, sounds right.
Yeah.
I think I
So
was
that's 2
saying,
out of how many quests?
2 out of about 8.
I think I was saying
including your main quest to, take out all the dragons and whatnot.
I think I was also saying we should maybe think about having them take care of our initial debt, but I think everyone else was kind of vetoing that.
Yeah, that's one of the more minor quests, is just finding a way to get some of your riches up to Flame Tongue to pay off your debt for the bar.
Way I see it, we go counterclockwise around the maw. The B team goes clockwise, and we meet up whenever on the final dragon when we've finished questing stuff.
Well, I think there was also discussion about not going after the dragons right away.
Oh, not
Well,
right
That's
away.
also a plan.
Yes.
Yeah, because, it seems that there are more pressing matters at Hoof.
Just a tiny little bit. And I think I blame Powder for most of them.
Why is it Powder's fault?
We don't know, Mr.
It's your
Radio Killer.
backstory, villain.
Yeah, basically, it's your villain, you go deal with him.
Yes, I like how I totally unintentionally made my character more important by making my backstory villain so important.
Jeez, Powder, way to overshadow everyone else.
Though technically, that was Spud making my backstory villain so important at my bequest.
I just kind of stole it and ran with it. So
All the way home.
All the way home.
all right.
Are we doing things?
At some point, Lilypad gathers up the rest of her crew, 10 Paces, Excalibur, Zephyr, Short Circuit, and Stalker, and she says, so have you decided on a plan of action?
Yep. Basically, the way I see it is we've got 2 main paths of objectives going on right now, and they'll both take us in pretty different directions. So we're going to send you guys up to Gold Rush first, because that's the nearest objective to capture in the direction opposite where we're going.
The hammer and nail situation. Okay.
Yep. Meanwhile, we're going to head to Radio Crackle to deal with both the situations going on there and see if we can fix up Craggy. There, the Craggadile.
Stalker kind of rolls his eyes and says, "You're gonna deal with your pet first before handling any of this other crap."
Well,
Well,
there's also
he's
some stuff we need to
biting
deal
me.
with over at Radio Crackle.
He is
Well,
biting
it's-
me rather a lot.
And it's kind of on the way of where we're going anyway.
Yep, because then we're heading back to Skyfall. As much as Mayor Chase is probably going to get pissed at that one.
Oh, guys, I was talking to Moonlight earlier about maybe getting some spare parts for Skyfall, and he said that he could possibly arrange for transport of one of the parts they need. Should I ask him if he can also take the power armor and the EMP back to them, or do you think we should take that ourselves?
Ask him if he can do it. I think Mayor
Okay.
Chase will like a longer break from us.
Well, I mean, if we
Yeah.
all right, yeah.
I kind of figure it'd be better to get the suits of armor at least back to them sooner rather than later.
Yes, because armor is always important.
By the way, speaking of things, Chica. Where's Chica?
Chica is,
You mean Golden Dream, right?
Golden Dream, yeah.
Chica is actually just, not immediately with you guys, but you can, she's just kind of wandering around the base, and, it's not too hard to track her down if you need to.
Hey, Chica.
Yes? You need me?
Well, no, I just wanted to discuss something real quick, because we're going to have to go back through Skyfall area pretty soon, and you're going to need a very different disguise.
Well, Golden Dream, this one didn't get too much exposure, did it? I think it'll still be fine.
Suppose. Just want to make sure.
No,
There could be problems going back through there.
Going back to
and,
Skyfall, yes, I understand.
We're not going through immediately. We're going to take some time before we get there. But I just want to, have things planned in advance, so, we don't want any problems. Mayor Chase is already pretty mad at us for multiple things. He's kind of exasperated. So, we really don't want to get on his bad side more than we already have.
Very well. I certainly don't want to get on his bad side.
He was none too happy about our attempts to free you.
So I understand. You and Zenkarn attempted to explain to me the delicacy of the situation. Back when you were explaining how you were going to free me, and yeah, that I'm still not terribly fond of that plan, or the Slayer based plan, to be honest. But I suppose that's how Wastelanders do things.
Yep. Good to see you've finally mastered the art of I'm gonna just deal with this.
I don't know if I really am dealing with this, to be honest.
Well, keep
maybe
holding together.
Maybe I shouldn't be taking advice from you.
Maybe not.
Good talk, Powder Keg.
I'm very good at motivational speaking.
Sure,
No one ever.
if that makes you feel better, Powder Keg.
You didn't let me finish. I said no one ever.
Excuse me, what? No one ever what?
No one has ever said that I am good at motivational speaking.
I'm sure
you
someone
have
was sarcastic.
3 times right now, I think. No, twice.
Well, let's not get into the semantics of that, because I think we're already confused.
Ah, right. Anyway, Chica, if you are going to be traveling with us, and I assume you are for reasons.
Reasons, yes.
About those reasons, what exactly are those reasons?
Right now, there's a source of food among you, and right now that's the only way I can survive.
Oh, yes, of course, but how are you going to treat your,
Javolt, now. Javolt, please.
Come on.
With care.
No.
And?
Javolt, there.
And
Nope.
I would not want to, in any way, to, spoil or mishandle my food. So, my only source of food. So you can expect that I'll...
I think you're not quite getting
No,
it.
I
What
do
exactly
understand
do
what
you
you're saying,
feel
Javolt.
about this,
Javolt, what-
aside from the survival aspect. If it weren't a
I
matter
don't
of
feel anything right now.
Is this a physiological thing, or is this just you?
This is me having murdered my former husband in self-defense.
Ah. Yes.
Well,
Well,
I look
If
at Chica
Javolt-
and shrug, and I'm like, that's fair.
if
Bless him.
She looks
Zenkarn.
visibly shaken by this line of questioning, Javolt.
if Javolt keeps
That-
asking
no, wait,
questions along
like,
this line, can Tempered Steel close
Give
his mouth?
Javolt a second.
look, all I mean is I'm concerned about how this will affect you. I'm pretty sure
Sure
that
you are.
Zenkon can handle himself.
I know how to take care of myself as far as managing my food intake. Thank you.
Yes, but I'm not concerned about whether or not you're feeding. I'm concerned about how you're... I am concerned... Am I not coming through clearly?
No.
Do you have a point to this at all? Because I'm not getting anything here.
If you ever need advice, come talk to me. You know how special Zenkarn is.
Advice? She looks rather incredulous at this.
I face Ruth really hard.
Advice?
Well, you know,
Advice?
this old donkey has been around.
Can Can
She turns around and walks off. That's it. She's done.
Flotsam kind of nudges Zenkarn and goes, Zenkarn, do you know what they're talking about?
I'll tell you when you're older.
I hate when adults say that.
I could tell you right now, but I doubt it would be useful.
No.
can
You don't have
Hasn't-
all
no.
the proper mechanics.
Hasn't
go hang
Tivolt
out with
already
Circuit.
attempted to do that anyway, and Flotsam wasn't paying attention? Wasn't this like session 2 or something?
Yeah.
Flotsam has had the talk
Yeah,
from her dad
yeah.
before the session, before the campaign
Yeah,
even started.
there's no education to be had here. It's just everyone's still treating Flotsam like a child anyway, but yeah, rightly so. But
Flotsam has gone to hang out with Short Circuit.
Yay, except they're leaving.
Revolt is going to walk over to Powder Keg and say, "Did I screw that one up?
Pretty much.
Can you try to do the same thing without screwing it up?"
Nope, you saw my attempt at doing that.
Well, alright then.
Face it, Javon. Neither of us is good at talking to ponies. You're good for something, and I'm good at blowing things up.
together in the losers' lounge.
Who did someone actually say that? Did one of the characters actually say that?
No. That was just me.
Powder Cake is going to kill someone if they said that.
That was just me.
If someone had actually said that, then Powder Cake would be about ready to smack a bitch.
Okay.
I don't think there are any female dogs in the immediate vicinity.
No.
Okay. That was a
It was a
Okay.
joke.
that was a joke, yes. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay. So, any other distractions we want to get on before you guys decide to head out of Slayer Base?
Flotsam
Yes.
would like to... Oh, sorry. Powder?
No. I was just going to say something ridiculous. Go ahead.
Flotsam just wants to catch up with Short Circuit briefly. Along the lines of, "Hey, Circuit,
Yeah?
it was cool hanging out, and
Oh,
thanks
yeah.
for all your help."
Yeah, I had a good time too. She gives you a tight hug.
Oh,
This
Flotsam hugs back.
is gonna put us apart for a while. We're gonna be going basically in opposite ends of the maw.
Kinda sucks.
Going on a big old adventure. This is exciting.
Yeah. We should totally have another sleepover when we see each other again. Talk about
Yeah.
all the adventures we're gonna have.
Oh yeah. Yeah, let's She
And,
she
we'll be in
hugs-
radio
hugs-
contact,
hugs a little-
right?
Hugs a little tighter. And says, Yeah,
Oh.
we'll keep in touch. Let you know
You
how
better.
we're doing.
Oh, by the way, I know you're getting started with the whole explosives thing, so, here. And she hoofs her a few, packs of dynamite from her supplies. Just be careful with them, okay?
Her Short Circuit's eyes go super wide, and she starts kind of tearing up a bit. Just like, really?
Of course. We explosives gals have to stick together, right?
Mm-hmm. And she, fidgets and hastily packs the explosives into her saddlebags and just gives you another hug. Thank you.
Lots of hugs back. Okay, you help Lilypad keep the others in line, okay?
Okay. See you later, Flotsam.
See ya.
And she,
Flotsam sniffles a little now.
she flits back to join her group as Lilypad's starting to get them all organized and ready to leave.
All right,
Um,
we all ready to go?
Can we double check with Moonlight whether he'd be able to take the extra things
Yeah,
to
you're
Skyfall?
able to check with him as well, and he can arrange transport of the Skyfall materials back to Skyfall, as well
Ooh,
as
he gets...
Yeah.
Is there any chance, I don't remember if we have radio contact with Skyfall, but if we do, can we just let them know in advance that the Rangers are coming?
You don't have a direct line, but the
Okay,
Steel Rangers
that's
can arrange it between, with their partial control of Radio Crackle Tower. So
Yep, fair enough.
yeah, so they can handle the logistics on that one.
Sweet, thank you.
All right. So now you're all ready to go.
Craigie, stop biting my hoof.
Yes, Cracky is kind of chewing on the sort of flap of one of the saddlebags this moment. So he's currently not chewing on a leg.
Hooray!
Alright. So, I'm gonna say you all head out of Slayer Base once and for all. Am I good on that? Am I good on that?
Yep.
Okay.
For now, at least.
For now, yes.
Sally has done all the sidetracking she needs to do for now.
Javolt has managed to obtain a clipboard and some sheets of paper. Somehow.
Javolt,
What?
should I be asking what that's about?
No, but Chica should.
Oh dear.
Should I really be asking what that's about?
Don't ask him. Don't
Well,
encourage him.
obviously, this is
Ignore him.
only
Ignore
going
him.
to work if you
Can
answer the
Temperance-
questions. And if you don't want to answer the questions, the interview won't happen. Javolt
Temperance
pulls out.
Steel
I'm
take-
being interviewed?
What?
Steel
Powder
take
Keg is going to
away
smack
the-
Javolt on the back of the head and say, "Not right now."
Can Temperance
But
Steel
this is
take away...
entirely new scientific research. We know next to nothing about
Powder
the
Keg is going to
species,
grab
the
Javolt
society.
around his head and say, "Not right now."
Can Tempered Steel take away the
10
clipboard and
minutes?
papers?
No, Tempered Steel cannot do that.
No, Javolt, not in 10 minutes, not right now. When we have a moment of peace, which is rare, you can do it. We had a perfectly good opportunity for when we were in Slayer Base, but now we are leaving. So you have missed your opportunity, and we'll wait for a better time than when we are trying to travel.
Oh, very well. I suppose, since you all can't talk and walk at the same time, and Javolt stows away the clipboard.
Javolt can't exactly write into a clipboard and, walk at the same time either.
Flotsam says, I can talk and walk at the same time, then promptly trips over.
Flotsam, you are adorable.
I don't know whether that's a compliment or not.
The adorable.
Take it as one, because it is.
Okay.
All right. So you start heading on, by now, the familiar path, back down south by southwest to, to Great Oak Crackle Tower. But roll perception.
Oh,
Everybody-
joy.
Boy, my amazing perception skill yet again.
What was my perception again? I keep forgetting what... No, wait.
I roll 17 total.
Should I roll?
Yes, everyone should be rolling.
Alright.
I got yet another natural one.
Oh, boy.
I got 19.
Tempered Steel is
No, wait.
just...
I got 20. No, I got a natural 20, actually.
Yeah, I was the one who got 19.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Javolt
So
notices
now,
things.
Now I need to figure out how the natural 1 and the natural 20 cancel each other out.
Wait, who got the natural? Oh, God.
The
Steel
hood
got the
of...
natural one because he gets all the natural ones.
Yeah.
You just
Tempered-
had to
Tempered
use up
Steel-
your 20
Tempered Steel,
before
you
the
are-
second,
His
didn't
eyes
ya?
or something.
You are still so fixated on trying to, get Javolt back in line to, from his interactions with Chica earlier that you've basically lost any sense of, awareness outside the group. You're just, still harping on Javolt about his behavior. Well,
That sounds like a more than perfectly reasonable explanation.
Oh, no, wait. So, what happens is, Tempered Steel's harping on and on and on, and he says, "You never notice anything," and Javolt says, "What about that?"
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
It
And
is funny
Javolt-
enough that it is
and-
funny enough that I will go with it.
And Javolt points out,
Should I actually do that in character?
we can just say it happened because I'm trying to get back into stride here. Javolt points out, that they've kind of reached, in the path there's a sort of rocky outcropping, there's, some, desert plants here and there, but, Javolt, you can kind of see just everywhere there's signs of, ponies having been here recently, rocks having been moved or disturbed, and, basically, with your natural 20, it feels very much like you've just walked into an ambush zone.
Well,
And you
Javolt-
you actually point out, well, it seems like a shadow behind one of the larger rocks.
yeah, well, one time it's an exception.
Hey, who are you? Come out.
And at that moment, you hear sort of rumbling under your hooves.
Tempered Steel is going to back up as quickly as he can.
It's coming from all around you.
Oh.
Flotsam and fly.
Javol gives Chica a look and says, "Do changelings by any chance burrow?"
Chica just gives you the flattest, most deadpan look in the history of the universe. Just eyes completely like 50%. No expression. Nothing said. Just stares at you.
See, that doesn't
Powder
actually
Keg smacks
answer my
Javolf on
question.
the back of the head yet again.
A rotted hoof thrusts out of the ground, followed by many, many more.
Zenkarn, that's you doing that, right?
No. That's
Tempered
not mine.
Powder
Tempered
Keg
Steel's
is going to run, leaving a grenade sitting where the hoof popped up.
Before you do that, you notice a bunch more figures coming out from behind the rocks.
Tempered Steel's gonna start playing whack-a-mole.
Before you do that, you coming out from the hiding spots ahead of you, come not just a couple, but a total of about 7 or 8 raiders.
Gah!
4 horses raiders.
All
7
of
or
death.
8.
No, 2 of them are death. 2 of them are war. 1 of them is pestilence, and 2 of them are famine.
Ooh, famine.
And this is the part, and you notice that once you reposition yourselves away from the reaching and grasping hooves, you see that the Death Bunny seem to have summoned a small horde of about 5 very frail-looking, but still very threatening-looking zombies.
Okay, Powder Keg is
Threatening.
just going to hold up a grenade, not throwing it yet. He's just going to look at the raiders, and he's going to say, "Alright, I am the Raider Killer. I have killed War himself, and you bunch of pricks think you can kill me with this group of zombies and yourselves? Do you really think this one through? So
I doubt
basically
they
you're
want this.
asking to die right now, aren't you? Suicide, right? Because that's what I'm going to call this."
Javol,
The raiders
Ace six.
look amongst themselves, but roll perception.
again?
Mainly Powder Keg, but anyone else can too to
23.
see their reaction.
Does that include Tempered
27.
Steel?
Yes.
23.
Am I
27.
able to back up Powder Keg in any way? Like, I mean,
You got it.
Not with
Really
a perception check that I can think
well,
of.
I mean, like with his intimidation attempt, or is that not?
Let's see. With Flotsam's 27, she can tell kind of right away that the raiders are not intimidated by Powder Keg this time, and it seems from their kind of shared malicious grins that they seem to have an ace up their sleeves. Well, if they were wearing sleeves, but
Do I notice this as well with a 23?
oh yes, you do. It seems like they've got something planned.
I got
Hey, listen. You know, whatever happens here, if you try to kill us, we are going to kind of try to kill you right back, and we have a really good track record. You are going to end up dead. You really better just surrender right now.
I don't
They all
think they're
have
out to kill us.
They all have a good laugh at that and get themselves into battle-ready positions. Roll for initiative.
Yes!
No, I hate actual combat.
Screw you, Lapis. Actual combat is great.
11.
19.
I finally get to use all those new combat talents that I haven't got a chance to test out yet.
Yeah, I figured you might enjoy that.
Oh,
This is a big combat encounter. Strap in, everybody. This is going to be a big one.
I got a 9.
Oh man, I'm last. Too busy being chewed on by Craggy.
Yeah, I got a 19. And what happened to Tibbs during all this? Are you...
He's just kind of there, hanging out.
If someone wants to take control of Tibbs, that'd be great.
Because we
Tibbs
will
is
need a
it-
healer.
Do you have a link to his sheet?
Yeah, I'm actually looking it up right now.
Needs to be you, Cuteless, because you can do the accent.
No, I can't. I'm like the only person in the chat who can't do that accent.
You are Australian.
You
Yeah,
realise
but
that
I'm not
to
from,
us,
like, Northern Australia. I can't do that accent.
you sound like closest.
Flotsam.
I'd offer to try and do an Australian accent, but I think my Australian accent is pretty terrible.
All of our Australian accents are terrible. Even the Australians' Australian accent is terrible.
You know, with the mention of this being a doozy of a battle, I'd ask if I could try and get creative and use my weather hammer, but I'm not even sure
not
what I...
in the time required, I'd say.
Yeah, but at this point,
let's just have an honest punch up for once, shall we?
Alrighty.
So no using Arcana to take over the zombies and make them attack other people.
You can do that.
Yes. I was
Yes.
gonna suggest-
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Now you should take over the zombies and have them do a dance number.
Well, to be fair, he's the necromancer, so he can do a zombie dance number anytime he pleases.
Don't tempt me. I will do it despite all of you.
It's a thriller.
Lord of Death, heckling the girl.
I has a question. Combat system. Can we use if we use a utility talent during combat, does that count as a major or minor action?
Generally you can't use utility talents
No,
during
sorry.
combat.
Sorry, I'm being silly. Not utility talent, the skill check. That's what I meant to say.
Skill checks, those are usually... It kind of depends, but I lean towards standard.
Okay, no, that's cool.
By the way, guys, this is an important thing to note. I totally forgot about these traits in the last battle because they would have been very helpful against single target attacks. But things have to roll I get to roll a d12 every time something attacks me with a single attack, and on a 7 or higher, they miss
Nice.
Oh, you've got
because of
the
my trait line.
Oh boy.
You've got the defense mastery trait stuff, don't you?
Okay.
Yes, I have the
Posting-
full master defense
posting,
tree.
Initiative order, and it's a doozy.
Oh, Spud, do you
That
know
is-
about my conjurer's pet?
Yes. Do you
Cool.
automatically summon it, or?
Yes. Yeah, I've got conjurer's pet, the spirit lives on, and the spirit ascends. So I really need to go look up the stats for Fire Giant.
This is going to be a big battle.
Speaking of summons, I've got a combat trait. Hold on.
By the
Spellscape
way,
familiar.
just want to say one more thing. Looking at this, attacking me is actually really annoying.
No, it's fine.
No, because things have to roll. If I roll a 7 or higher, the thing misses. And I have Vital Surge, which means I gain 1d6 temporary HP after the attack resolves, if something does manage to hit. Actually, no,
So-
it's not even if it manages to hit. It's just whenever they attack, after the attack resolves, which is if it resolves on a miss, I still gain the hit points.
Hadokeg is OP. Who would have thought? And
These are
why-
the things that happen when I remember to read my traits.
And this is
I
why
know. It's been
combat
a
is
while.
Ridiculous.
Figured I might if we're gonna have a combat
That's
session
what I
after so
have-
long, might as well make it a big one for all the marbles.
All the marbles.
Spud.
6
You're
times.
welcome, Zenkarn. All right. So basically, what is your conjurer's pet? It goes after you in the initiative order. What exactly is it?
Okay, first one, conjurer's pet, 15 HP. It's just a zombie I summon if you're looking for flavor.
All right.
Hey,
Just because that's the easiest way of doing it.
Hold on.
does Chica not take part in the battle then?
Unless I'm allowed to
Chica
make
is
Chica
actually going to going to cower behind you. She's
I
she's
can't use Chica as my...
absolutely a non-combatant here.
Chica disguised herself as a rock.
No, she did not. She does not have that capability. All right.
Disguise
So
herself
to start this off,
changeling
Javolt, you're up. And to remind
All
you
right.
of what the enemies are, there are 2 Death Raiders. There are 2 War Raiders. There are 2 Famine Raiders, and there is 1 Pestilence Raider. And there is the Zombie Horde. Zombie Horde is not on the initiative order, but they are still a target. The zombies do not have their own move,
Okay,
So clearly
first
they're
off,
just
and there are currently 5 of them.
I've got a combat trait. When you roll initiative, you may conjure an allied. Originally it was a Spellscape familiar. I reflavored it to be Igor.
Okay. So you
Basically-
also have a pet.
Yeah. At the beginning of its turn, Igor grants you 1 energy, but it doesn't have any actual attacks of its own. But it has 1 HP and resists 3, so
So I should put it after you in the initiative order.
yeah.
All right. So now are we good?
Yeah.
That keeps getting bigger.
Okay. So Javolt, it is your turn.
Alright. Hold on. So we can do a standard and minor, right?
Yes.
Let me look over my massive list of massive things. Let me
Just general advice to everybody. Try to have your turns planned out in advance to make sure this goes as swiftly as possible.
Yep. I know what I'm
All
doing.
right.
I don't think anyone has any qualms about Powder Keg nuking the zombie horde.
I was
No,
going
it'd
to
be
take
nice.
over the zombie horde,
So
Yeah.
yes, there are
Allies.
qualms.
but
Mhm.
I think I go before you in the initiative order, so if I fail, I don't really care if you explode them.
Trade.
Well, I'm not going to do that right off the bat. I can't get enough pips that fast.
Here
But-
we go. Sorry, I was going through my list of various things.
I understand.
Alrighty then. I think I will use Voltage, which gives me X energy and deals XD8 damage and makes me dazed. So,
Oh, your
Always
opening
this.
gambit of kill yourself, right?
Yay, Javolt is the one who should be grabbing that Master Defense tree so he doesn't have to die every time he starts.
Don't worry, I statted Tibbs out as a heal bot.
so I
It's
took
fine.
22 damage for 5 energy. So, yeah.
You deal 22 damage to yourself in exchange for 5 energy. Congratulations.
Good job. Totally a great exchange. Not.
And
Or-
yeah, that will be my churn. I am now dazed.
Alright, so now it is Igor's turn.
If ever
Yeah.
there were evidence that Javolta is
Igor's
suicidal,
only ability right now is granting me 1 energy, so
Alright, you get an additional energy. Congratulations. You now have now if only you can survive until your next turn.
oh, I have my ways.
Oh yeah, you've got that item of cheapness, right? Zenkarn, you're up.
Woo! If I want to, can I roll to take over the entire horde, or do I have to do it one at a time?
You can roll to just try and grab the whole thing.
Ugh. Alright, considering how well I've been rolling today, this can only go well.
I'm sure it'll be a degrees of success, like how many you managed to capture.
36.
Degrees, sure. Yeah, you wrest the zombies from the death raiders
Sorry.
meager control fairly easily for a round, and instead of taking any of your combat actions, you can command them to either attack attack 5 different targets, all converge on one target, or summon another zombie to the group.
have them attack their creator.
Yeah, I might get all 5 of them to attack the Death Raider 1, I guess.
All right. So to Death Raider's immense surprise, all 5 of the zombies just turn around and just all start mauling that raider.
And that,
they
my
like you.
friends, is why you don't attack a necromancer with zombies. Still feeling confident?
However, and it deals a pretty significant amount of damage to him. But your control only lasts for that round, and then they go back to being kind of in a neutral state.
Ah, cool.
But you've dealt you dealt a little bit of damage to Death Raider 1.
No, well, seeing as that was, I think, my standard end.
All right. It is it's your zombie pet now, Zenkarn.
And it will do very little, actually. It will do 1d6 damage to the same thing as I was attacking before.
1d6, okay.
Yep, so it'll do a grand total of 2 damage.
An extra 2 damage. All right. That Death Raider takes another hit. He's not happy about it, but he's still standing pretty strong. So
Fair enough.
All right. After the Conjurer's Pet is Aurelia's turn, who brings up her plasma caster.
Kill the death ones first. They're the ones in control of the zombies.
And
I agree with Powder.
she kind of assesses the group as quickly as she can, and then takes aim. And oh my goodness, okay. She aims for. She actually has a change of mind and aims for one of the pestilence pony instead, and actually gets a headshot with her plasma caster.
Boom.
Dealing a huge amount of damage to that particular raider.
Go
who
rally.
is instantly bloodied. Yes, just lots of damage there. Alright, that was Aurelia's turn. So it is the first Death Raider's turn, and what he's going to do is he's going to target Zenkarn, naturally,
Aw.
and deal...
Wait,
Going to deal 7 damage to Zenkarn.
wait, never mind.
Is that a single target?
That is a single target attack on Zenkarn.
Sweet. In that case, I will use Defend the Master, which is a Conjurer's Pet ability. An enemy targets you with a single target attack. The attack hits the Conjurer's Pet instead.
Alright, so that's 7 damage hits. That 7 damage hits the Conjurer's Pet.
Yay.
But the death. So that does that kill the zombie you raised, or?
No, it has 15 health in total.
So you notice as this thing tries to strike you, and your zombie blocks the hit. But you notice that the Death Bunny is actually, as he strikes and pulls it back, he's actually seems to be drawing a little bit of the necromantic energy that you poured into that zombie, and seems to be healing him a bit.
Aw, what an ass.
Alright, and now it is Powder Keg's turn.
Alright. So, the death guys are right next to each other, right?
It goes death, war, death, famine, war, pestilence, famine. No, they're not right next to each other now.
But they are, if I targeted the guy between them, I would hit both of them.
Yes.
With an AoE.
Yes, you would.
Cool. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
With C4.
Good
And
old
God
C4.
fucking damn it, that pathetic roll.
Ooh.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I wish AoEs had damage increases, but no.
5
There
damage
is
to
no
the
way to increase AoE damage.
Alright. So you deal
It is good at the
5
beginning of
damage
the game and never gets better.
to those 3 ponies.
It is the only reason I have been building Powder Keg Tank. There is absolutely
To have
nothing
something
to
that
improve
scales
my
up.
AoE. Ah.
Alright. Well, your C4 falls a little short of the mark. Next up is the first war pony, whose horn lights up and starts to spark with electricity and aims it straight for Javolt.
I am going to hit. Well, is that like one of those powerful attacks, or?
It doesn't look particularly powerful, but it's still, damage is damage.
Yeah,
And this, it's gonna
He's
have
only
a
got-
certain energy
he
to
just
it.
took
This is
22
the
damage.
war
He
pony
needs
doing
help.
this?
all right. I'm going. Where is that move?
Yes, Javolt, you are being targeted with an attack from one of the war ponies.
Okay.
I am going to use Defender, so the attack targets me. And yeah. Now, question: I have a move here, or an ability I took at the last upgrade. It's a flavored variation on Mistral Haze, where when an enemy targets me with an attack, I can flip a coin.
You're not
Is that-
being targeted with an attack right now.
No, I mean, I said I was using Defender.
So does what Defender?
It's an interrupt utility where an ally is targeted with attack and the triggering attack hits me instead.
The question is, does that count as targeting you instead for the combo you're about to suggest to me? And I'm
I would say
inclined-
it would just be a damage shift, Lapis.
Yeah, really, it's
Well, yeah,
for the
well,
purposes of the reaction that requires a attack to target you. I don't think that would count. You'd just be taking the
Well,
damage
it
instead.
says an ally is targeted by an attack, the triggering attack hits you instead.
But it does.
The other move says an enemy targets you with an attack.
Yeah, no, yeah. So those do not match. So
They don't?
no, because one is aiming for you, and one is you're kind of jumping in the way of. There's a difference between targeting you with an attack and an attack hitting you.
Oh, because the effect is the triggering attack hits me instead.
Yes, it doesn't say that
Okay.
the attack changes targets to you. It's that it hits you. The damage is dealt to you instead,
Okay.
or the effects or whatever.
All right. Well, yeah, I'll still use Defender.
Going just by the wording here.
All right. Yeah, I'll still use Defender.
Okay. Yes, you take 7 damage.
Okay, that's reduced to 4 since I've got 3 passive resistance.
And the electricity looks like it's about to try and spark to someone else, but then it fizzles out. Alright, and then that was the war pony's turn. It's up to Death again. The other Death Raider, who uses his magic to take control of the zombie horde this time, and uses them to just send them after 5 members of the party, dealing a measly 1 damage to Javolt, Zenkarn, Powder Keg, Tempered Steel, and Flotsam.
And Tempered Steel just shrugs it off.
Barely makes a dent in her armor. Oh yeah.
I make a
I love
rude
that
gesture.
TP.
Does it deal 1 damage? I guess the thing is a zombie horde, and it's technically an AoE attack, but wouldn't it be single target attack by 1? Because it's not like
It's
Oh,
dealing
it's-
damage to, X target creatures.
true.
That's basically the wording of this ability.
The flavor of it questionable.
What are you wanting to trigger off this?
Master defense.
Is it targeting? It's kind of a multi-target attack, not really a single target, but it's not an AoE.
Okay, but I gain 6 temp HP.
Alright. Well, whatever then. Okay.
Attacking me only makes me more powerful.
So then it's up to the first famine pony. Okay. So, tempered steel.
Yeah.
Make a saving throw. You start feeling very hungry all of a sudden as the famine pony's horn lights up.
Let me see. Okay. Just a straight up save.
Saving throw, yeah.
And this is on his turn, right?
This is on his turn, yes.
Okay. And I have a +3 to saving throws from my resilience banding / ring of resilience. So
That counts for this.
So it's just a D20.
Yes, D20 plus the 3 you get for the bonus.
I get a 6.
Goddamn.
Ooh. You suddenly feel like you are absolutely starving, like you haven't eaten or gotten anything to drink in days.
I have a thing. Was that a saving throw you had him use?
Yes.
Well,
How?
well, if you're going to
Not
use
on mine.
something to cure me of the saving throw, can I suggest you use it next turn? Because I have a special move that allows me to make an extra saving throw. where I have
Okay, that's cool.
standard utility.
I shall keep it on standby.
Basically, you become, you feel starved, save ends. And until you save from this condition, you have lost 2 of your energy.
Like I lose 2.
You lose 2 energy.
Do I get it back when I?
You get it back when you save.
Okay, so I'm at 0 right now.
Yep.
Are you sure you wouldn't?
No, I mean, you have a thing you can use on any saving roll, right?
Yeah, the trigger is you or an ally makes a saving roll and dislikes the result. Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm figuring.
Okay, I'll save it for now. Sorry.
Okay, so you're gonna stick with that.
If that's cool with Jawa.
Okay.
There if you need it.
So that was that Famine Pony's turn. So now it's Tempered Steel's turn.
And I get a saving roll at the beginning of my turn, or
There's a particular trait that gives you saving roll at the beginning of your turn. I think.
when are normal saving rolls?
At the end of your turn.
Oh, at end of turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to first use my standard utility of Huda Minotaur to make a saving roll
Okay.
for +3 energy, and I get a 10.
That is just enough. You manage to shake off the artificial feeling of starvation, and you get 2 energy back.
All right.
Ooh.
But since you use a standard action to do that, that's your turn.
Well, I still have a minor utility,
Yes,
right?
But you do have a minor action, yeah.
So I am going to use something. I'm going to use my Emblem of Justice, which I haven't used in a while.
Okay.
Yeah, so -1 energy, and then... Yeah, that's right. I can do this all flippin' day.
Right, yes. I forgot that you have an ability that lets you channel a pro wrestler for some reason.
Yes, so now all enemies suffer a -5 penalty to damage on attacks that do not include me as a target until the end of my next turn.
Okay, then.
Oh, and also I'm back up to 30 since I've got the 4 regeneration, so...
4 regeneration?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yes, I've got 3 passive resistance and 4 regenerate. Oh, and and that was in...
Hey Spud, we haven't mentioned how OP characters can get in Pony Tales.
Yeah.
So,
I knew there was a reason why I didn't do combat very often.
alright, so yes.
Just send us
Like-
80 opponents. And
This
what?
is
We,
Ponytail, Spud. Combat is horribly balanced. In favor of the players.
We like to pretend we're badass once in a while.
Yeah, no,
Apparently.
apparently.
Once in a while being all the time.
Sometimes, though, being a badass requires you're actually up against threatening foes, but hey.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got dragons to deal
Yeah.
with later.
Alright, so that's Tempered Steel's turn. Second War Pony steps up to bat. His horn lights up, aims at Tempered Steel because he's now put up the challenge. And his horn lights up.
Well, first, now that ability, do I need to use it before the attack, or could I make it after I know how much
Which
damage?
ability?
The reflavored flicker.
Which, remind me.
It's trigger an enemy targets you with an attack effect. Flip a coin. If heads, you are not affected by the attack. If tails, gain 5 temporary HP.
Yes, this is, as he targets you, this is the time to...
Okay, yes, and I can use that 3 times. I will use it the first time for this battle. So, 2-sided die.
Basically a coin.
Yes.
One
and
is heads, 2 is tails.
I got a 2, so that's tails, so I gain 5 temporary HP.
Alright, but the attack still hits you then.
Right.
So, his horn lights up with fire and heads straight for you. Dealing 7 damage to you directly, and you have ongoing 4 damage save-ins.
Is that? I mean, does the temporary HP apply before or after?
Before the attack hits.
No, I mean before resistance. I mean, do I apply resistance?
After resistance.
Okay, so that was 7 total after resistance.
7 total before resistance.
So I've got 1. So yeah, that leaves me at 31, and
ongoing 4 save-ins.
And I don't make a saving roll on that right now, do I?
No, you do not.
Okay. Well, what I am going to do after that, he hit me with attack, so I'm going to spend 2 to use Strike of Vengeance against him.
Alright.
So a 1d12, and I hit for 8.
Hit for 8 on that particular pony? Okay. It connects. You strike back against the war mage who set you on fire. Alright, and with that's all said and done, it's up to Tibbs now, as played by who again?
Me. Sorry.
Yeah, Zenkarn, I think, was taken over for him.
Alright.
I used Tibbs' heal bot powers to use healing salve on Joel.
Okay.
For 4 in total.
4 points of healing?
Yep.
So...
2 plus 2 equals 4.
Okay. So
who's getting healed?
you heal for 4.
Yep.
On me.
Yes, on you.
Okay.
Alright. Is that all Tibbs is doing?
Yes. Because I don't think he can actually do anything else.
Okay. Flotsam then.
Hello.
Yes.
Right, okay, so, first off, I would like to use a standard action to roll perception to see if there's anything noticeable about the battlefield that could possibly be causing the raiders such confidence that they're going to defeat us.
All
Would that be okay?
Yes, you can.
I am roll. And that is a 21 all told.
21. You notice that there seems to it's kind of to the side. There's kind of between some strategically advantageous hills upon which perhaps some backup could be perched or whatnot. You can't really tell from the distance though if there's any pony there or not.
Guys, keep a heads up on that area over there.
There's actually a couple. You're kind of between on opposite sides.
Okay. Points again. I also, because of my one of my combat traits, I have offhand strike, which I take as a minor action. You may immediately take a standard action as long as you use it to make an attack. So I am going to be using my explosive fireball, or dynamite, which deals 2d10 damage to the target creature and each creature adjacent to the target, and I will be targeting Death 2.
All right, which will hit him and the war and famine ponies next to him.
Oh, it's just a 9, sadly.
Just a 9. Okay. That death pony is bloodied.
Excellent.
Famine pony is bloodied too, actually.
Oh boy.
Which famine?
Famine 1. Yes, Death 2, Famine 1 are both bloodied. Yeah. So, oh boy, Pestilence pony's up. He's gonna just kind of focus on his own wounds for the moment, and heal himself a bit to the point where he is no longer bloodied anymore. Still got a bit of a plasma burn from earlier's headshot, but still backed up to a fighting position now. And then it's the
Sorry,
famine.
did you say that was? Oh, was that the death pony that healed
No.
himself?
No,
Okay.
pestilence.
Okay, so death is still bloodied. Thank you.
Yeah. It's just the pestilence pony at the bottom of the initiative order that healed himself. Then it's famine 2. Powder keg. You start to feel an unnatural just rage building up within you. Make a saving throw.
11.
Everyone is raiders.
You, noticing that this actually kind of feels familiar, you manage to just kind of hold back the weird swelling of emotion, and the famine pony's spell fizzles on you.
I have experienced this.
Alright. And unfortunately that's all he can manage to do at the moment. And then a shot rings out.
They have a dragon.
Oh my god.
Hug dragon for science and fun.
And Powder Keg takes 18 damage.
Hey, wait,
that-
that shot is a single target attack.
Yes.
So that's after the -5, right? Or
Yeah,
with that
that's,
effect?
that's before the
misses.
-5. Alright. A bullet whizzes by your head, and just the sound wave just nearly deafening you for a second. You can kind of tell that was a sniper round.
So y'all have a
boy.
sniper. I guess y'all, kind of forgot something. You still can't kill us.
They got a dragon.
They got a hybrid.
The raider ponies look a little bit concerned that their that their hidden buddy missed.
Oh, now you're concerned. I'm sorry, I thought I was clear. Y'all gonna fucking die.
I suppose we can't see where this came from, can we?
Powder Keg can kind of tell the direction the shot came from, which was towards the hill to the east of them. And Flotsam looking now, you can kind of see that there's a bit of a kind of covering, like a sniper would use to conceal their position in the desert terrain.
I call dibs.
He's over there.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
So top of the initiative order now, Javolt, you're up.
Oh boy. And all that.
We get it.
And that's your turn.
Now actually, I'm still dazed, right? From my thing.
Was it what's the wording on it?
Let me see. And is dazed until the end of next turn, so yeah.
So it's still your turn, so yeah. You're still dazed.
So I have 10 energy right now.
And you've only got one standard action to spend it.
Indeed. And I'm going to use it on a standard utility. The, Summon Sentinel standard utility.
Okay.
So that I summon a Sentinel for 9 energy.
So Javolt brings out this weird contraption, this sort of, this almost like a teleporter platform, and in a great big flash of light, there appears this great big robotic, thing, this giant fighting robot.
Yep, hold on. Let me move some stuff around here. So that's 9 energy.
Okay.
And then Igor gets me 1 energy back.
I think the Sentinel, aka Fire Giant, actually comes in the initiative order after you, so pushing Igor down a bit.
Ah, alright. But I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, so I'll move Igor down. And right now the Sentinel has 0 energy, but it can deal 1d8 damage to up to 6 creatures for plus 3 energy to the Sentinel. So, what should I do?
Probably do something.
I'd say target the damaged enemies.
Yeah, I'm going to, let's see, there are like 7 raiders, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to target everyone except Famine 2. So,
That's 6 targets.
yep, 7 raiders, -1 is 6 targets, and deal 1d8 damage to each of them.
Yep. So roll once, and that's the amount of damage.
So there are bugs.
So they each take 1 damage from you.
No, from the Sentinel. So,
Yeah, from the Sentinel. Still from your thing.
and then Igor gives me another energy point, so I'm back up to 2 energy. Woo!
Well, with that amazing turn all done with,
Better
Zenkron, you're
red
up.
than dead. Okay. I
Sentinel did
will
not
actually.
make a great first start.
Do the zombie thing again.
Alright. Yeah. Alright. No, actually, I'm gonna do something fun. So I'm gonna use my minor action of offhand. No, sorry. Where's that? It's on there somewhere. Oh, it's in my item list. Anyway, I summon my Scythe the 3 with Mystic Sheath.
Yeah.
I then use Grievous Wound on Death 1, who had been attacking, so that roll a d8. Target creature suffers 1d8 ongoing. 8!
8 damage to Death 1?
Yep. And, because I rolled an 8, I get to activate my special move. Woo!
Oh boy.
So that's 1d10 to d1. No, not 1d 110. 6.
6 damage to... 6 additional damage to Death 1, alright.
Yep.
Anything else?
And
You said something about ongoing there, or...?
Yeah, the Grievous Wound was 1d8 ongoing damage. No, that's it for me, I think.
What was the ongoing damage value?
Oh, 8 total.
8 total, okay. Yeah, Death 1 is definitely bloodied and looking close to dead.
Yes! Please let me kill him, I totally have a really awesome plan. It's gonna be hilarious.
Conjurer's Pet.
Oh, Conjurer's Pet will do, 1d6 to d1.
1d6 to Death 1.
2 again!
2 again. Oh, he is really, really, really super close to dead. Death 1 is barely standing.
Seriously, guys, let me kill him. It will be beautiful, I promise.
He's also got the ongoing damage still on.
If that kills him, does that count as me killing him?
I would imagine it does, yes, because of your grievous wound.
Yes! And I'm done.
Okay. Aurelia is, this is her turn. She's gonna look towards the direction of the sniper and say, You think the caster's got enough range to hit that guy, or?
Only one way to find out.
Alright. You guys want me to try aiming for him?
Even if it doesn't hit, it's gonna give him one hell of a shock.
Alright, here goes nothing.
Flotsam looks concerned but doesn't say anything.
Nice.
Alright, that was much better than I was expecting, considering that she rolled a frickin' nat 20 last turn.
Very nice.
Alright, despite the plasma caster being kind of just a big, bulky plasma weapon, she actually manages to get extremely, extremely close with her shots on the on the sniper behind the hill. Just not quite hitting him, but hitting the desert dirt directly in front of him, and you can see him kind of give a start at that, but he sticks to his emplacement as he reloads for another shot. Aurelia's like, really close. This is probably not a sniping weapon. Alright, and after that, Death 1 begins his turn, and then immediately ends his turn as the wound that Zenkarn inflicted upon him with the scythe just completely overtakes him. He drops down.
I use a reaction.
Oh boy.
I use Soul Claimer. Reaction, you reduce the creature to 0 HP or less, you gain 1d8 HP, and I'm gonna flavor it exactly the same way I flavored it against Craiggie's family.
You had to bring up Craiggie's family, didn't you?
Oh yeah. So I walk over, and I basically just tap him on the side of the head and pull out like a sort of a mist and just make a show of eating it. And I just wave to the famine guys.
Roll for persuasion.
Oh, 1d6 for heal. That helps. Persuasion. Oh god. Persuasion is 7. This'll be fun.
Yes, in the middle of battle, you walk over to him.
And eat his soul. Yes.
Yum, yum,
20.
yum.
Non-natural.
Chica, meanwhile, goes, we have more in common than I thought.
Yeah. Well, Chica's still kind of just cowering, trying to avoid getting hit by any collateral damage.
Poor Chica.
But as you eat basically in graphic detail their companion's soul, and use it to heal, much like the Death Ponies did earlier. They do look visibly shaken that you seem to have this power, but it's not entirely effective because, they've been traveling with Death Ponies who also kind of do that sort of thing, but seeing you do it seems to kind of shake them visibly.
Frankly, I think Tempered Steel would be a bit shaken now that he's...
Hey, on the plus side, I'm not doing it to children this time.
Yeah,
This time.
that helps. Powder Keg, you're up.
Because that
All
makes
right.
it so much better.
So Powder Keg is going to go ahead and, throw bombs at 3 creatures to gain 2 energy. Or, well, actually, no, yeah, I have 5 right now, so... Well, let's see. No, yeah, I'm going to target one of the deaths with a plasma grenade.
All right.
I mean,
So
the remaining death?
The
One.
second remaining death.
Yep. Oh my god, these rolls.
Oh dear.
5 damage from 2d12.
He's pretty close to dead, but not quite there yet.
My rolls. Dear lord. Well, that was almost a waste of pips. Anyway, next turn.
All right. Back to a bunch of the raiders again. First up is one of the war ponies. His horn lights up, and it actually seems to have a sort of cold quality to it this time. Aimed at tempered steel once again.
Let's see. And I'll just take it.
Unfortunately it's 3 damage.
So, nothing.
But you are the freezing spell does affect you, and you are dazed. Save ends.
What does daze do?
It means you only get to take 1 action. For as long as the daze is in effect. That's his turn. The second Death Pony decides to, in one last mad ditch effort, take control of all the zombie horde again, and send them all after tempered steel.
Isn't it fun being a threat?
I was built for this!
For a total of 12 damage.
That'd be 9, that'd be 8, so, yeah, 9, so, what's me at? 22. That all you got?
After seeing you just beat back the zombie horde and, with still not looking visibly, injured by it, the second Death Pony on his last legs looks just completely afraid for his life now. The Famine Pony next to him, however, is not deterred, and his horn lights up again for another spell.
I will, use my second, for a second time I will take it like a Minotaur.
What is?
That's the reflavored name for Flicker.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
So, flip that coin.
I got another tail, so that's 5 temp HP.
Alright, this one, make a saving throw, because this seems to be another emotional spell.
Oh! Oh!
Oh dear.
Wow.
Now, would you like me to use that power I have?
What does it do exactly?
Let me just read it real quick. Not on my watch. Trigger, you or an ally makes a saving throw and dislikes the result. Effect, add a +5 bonus to the saving throw. That's probably not going to help with the nat one, is it?
Yeah, no.
Not really. Even with his +3 from items and that +5, it still wouldn't.
Oh wait, I forgot the 3, but that doesn't make a difference.
It still wouldn't. It's still a critical failure, and it still wouldn't be passing even with all those bonuses.
So we're gonna have to fight soon.
So basically, you are just overcome with incredible amounts of grief. You were paralyzed by an immense sorrow, and so you not only, because of your critical failure, not only do you suffer vulnerability 4, which is the normal effect, save ends, but you are also you are vulnerability 4 and stunned save ends.
Wow.
So
what does stun do?
You're basically not taking any actions this round, except to roll saving throws.
Does that include the standard action to make a saving throw?
That includes your utility power to make a saving throw, yeah.
Okay.
You just get your standard roll saving throw against one of your effects at the end of your turn. So you're currently suffering from ongoing 4 and vulnerability 4 and stunned save ends.
Okay.
Those last two are together. It's the same roll. You save against that, they both go away.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it is your turn, and you are
Okay,
stunned by sorrow, so you do nothing. So make a
Okay,
saving
and-
throw against either. You take 4
Well-
damage, but
What are the... Okay, so how does that work at all? I've got a 3 passive resistance, a 4 regeneration, and a 5 temporary HP. So... We're gonna have to do some math here.
you lose some temp HP, like 1.
So the -3 cancels out 3, and then... Right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then that last one... How...
Hits your temporary HP.
Right, and how does vulnerability work? Does that add to it, or
Actually, yes, it adds to it, so it deals
So
an extra 4 after resistance, so
so I take
1 plus 4,
5.
5, yeah.
So that wipes out my temp HP,
Yep.
and then regeneration takes effect.
If you are, less than max, then yeah, you can regenerate
Yes.
some.
Okay, so I regenerate for 4.
Ay, ay, ay.
So back up.
Goddamn tank.
So back up to 26. And then, yes, then I make a saving throw with 1d20 plus 3. And that is a 16.
To save against the ongoing damage or against the sorrow effect?
Do I only get to make a saving throw?
Only against one of those.
So is the ongoing and...
Oh, wait, no, you get to roll... Is it roll against one or roll against each? Asking other people who haven't already been bored out of their minds.
Sorry.
What's up?
Ah...
Sorry, I was answering something in the chat. What was...
Never mind. You save against the ongoing damage, now roll to save against the sorrow effect.
Oh, I make a saving roll against each of them.
Yeah.
Okay. So that it eliminates the ongoing damage.
Yep.
And I got a 4, which is basically a natural 1 again.
Oy. So you remain vulnerable and stunned.
Because those two are together then.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, at least you're no longer on fire.
Right. And
Your tears apparently put them out. Alright. Man, that
Yes.
sucked. Then one of the other war ponies goes up again.
Right. And the -5 to not attacking me is off now too. Should be.
Yes.
And I take it that means I can't do interrupts or the like as well.
Yeah, no, you can't do
All right.
reactions or anything like that. So the second war pony is gonna aim a spell, this time fire again, at Tempered Steel, Tibbs, and Flotsam.
Yes.
Hitting each of them for 7 damage, and each of you now have ongoing 3.
Ongoing.
And no saving roll against that?
For you, Tempered Steel, it's the same thing. You resist.
Well, okay, yeah.
You resist 3, and then 4 is added, so you take a total of 8 damage.
Well, wait, is
And
it...
no, you don't get to
is
roll
it
your flicker
what's
thing against it.
this 3 ongoing?
3 ongoing has just been applied, and it
Well,
doesn't go into effect until the beginning of your turn.
And I eliminated the previous, so I'm just at 3 ongoing
Yeah,
damage.
you're just at 3 ongoing, yes. Ugh. It'll be over soon, guys, I promise. Ugh. Alright.
I'm having fun.
Oh, okay. As long as someone
I
is.
am.
Because it
I'm
feels like
having
it's really quiet, and I...
No, we're...
I'm gonna be honest. I tune out combat, but that's just me. I'll make my actions when it's my turn, and then
Well, I'm listening intently when I'm not talking a lot.
I want to see what happens with the sniper.
Alright. Tibbs is up. So that would be
Zenkron.
Cuteless.
Cuteless.
Ah, yes.
Hello.
Sorry, was looking up Prinnies. What's up?
Tibbs' turn.
Oh, Tibbs, right. Keep forgetting I was playing him. Okay, first up I will use Magical Syringe or Blood Rond, which is minor attack, and I'll inflict death to, which is -1. Target creature suffers 5 ongoing damage, save ends. Whenever it takes damage from this effect, you gain 5 HP.
Okay. So Death 2 is now taking ongoing damage.
So that's my minor, and for my standard, I will use Infect the Wound or Noxious Mixture. So deal 2d4 damage to target creature. If the target creature is suffering from a save ends condition, deal 1d12 damage instead.
Oh boy.
So
So basically you blow that pony up.
close to. Except I rolled a 1, so probably not.
On 2d4?
1d12, because they're suffering from an end save ends.
So it's not like added, it's replaced, or?
Yeah, it's replaced.
Okay. So you, man, poor rolls. No wonder this thing's kind
I'm
of dragging
sorry.
on a bit. Well,
Yeah.
poor rolls from everybody, really. So yeah. Definitely takes a little bit more damage, but, now does that remove the save ends, or?
No.
No, okay, so he's still taking the ongoing.
Yeah, he's still taking his
probably
ongoing
gonna
5.
die very soon. Okay.
Sweet.
So that was Tibbs' turn. Flotsam, you're up.
I am a little bit torn because I could do damage. I mean, not a great deal. But I was also kind of wondering if I could use this turn to have Flotsam fly towards the sniper. She wants to see if she can talk him around. But I don't know if you guys would prefer I didn't do that because we don't want to prolong the combat for too long.
Well, there's also the worry of, is there other, I mean, could that be the possibility of flying into a situation that makes things worse?
Well, she has like 30 temp HP, so she's not in danger of getting killed.
That's a good point.
30?
She has bulwark armor.
Ah,
I upgraded.
right.
It's broken.
Hmm.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, if would movement count as a standard action?
Yes. Moving towards the sniper would count as a standard.
I am, nah, screw it. Look, I'll just do an attack. First I'm gonna do always watching, predator sight. Choose a creature. That creature becomes your prey until the end of the battle or until you use this talent again. Once per round, when you make an attack against that creature, you may have that attack deal 1d6 damage on that creature. So for the actual standard attack, I'll be using Fireball. Here, have a grenade. Deal 1d8 damage to target creature and each creature adjacent. So I will be targeting Death 2 again, and that will be a d8 plus d6.
Oh boy.
It would help if I pressed D instead of S. There we go.
You threw it so hard you broke the calculator. Broke the formula.
Okay, 12.
12 damage. And is that just death pony, or is it adjacent as well?
I think how it is the Death Pony gets 12, and each creature adjacent to Death Pony gets 8. Oh, that was a crit.
Oh wow.
Nice.
What's your crit do?
Crit for D8 does deal 1d12 damage to a random enemy. So just roll a d12.
Well, first, before you figure that out, I should tell you that grenade throw, because of how weakened those particular 3 ponies were, all of them dropped dead.
Woo!
War 1, Death 2, and Famine 1 all dropped dead.
Nice. So what happens to the
Blossom does it.
zombies?
The zombie ponies, now that there's no death controller, just kind of stand perfectly still. Probably apparently waiting for the enchantment to wear off, so they just turn back into dust. But for now, they just remain there. But yes, and then your crit happens, Flotsam.
Awesome. So I'm a roll a 1d12.
There's 3 raiders left, and then the sniper.
Should I just roll a d4 then?
D3. Well, yeah,
The
D4.
Zombies being one of them, right?
Yeah,
That'd be a pretty impressive grenade throw if she could hit the sniper.
yeah. Sniper's not really some enemy you can affect right now.
So my random number is 2, and the damage is 7.
So that hits the pestilence raider for 7.
Hey, okay, I'm glad I made the attack.
He's bloodied again after he worked so hard to heal himself.
Oh, is talking a free action in this?
Yes.
In which case she was going to yell over to the sniper, "You don't have to work for them! They're gonna die soon anyway!"
Oh boy. So it's the pestilence pony's turn, who was somehow close enough to catch kind of the blast of Flotsam's thrown grenade, and he is going to. What can he do? He's going to, since he seems to be near death, he's going to focus his healing efforts on the last remaining war pony, and so War 2's wounds heal almost up to full, and Pestilence seems resigned to his fate. Fem 2's turn starts up. He goes to target. He's actually going to target Flotsam. Actually, make a saving throw.
A saving throw, you say? That's just a standard d20, right?
Yep.
rules this combat.
One.
As
Wow.
a what?
Yeah.
You are also
That's
filled with an inexplicable sorrow that leaves you vulnerable and stunned.
I would say that with. Oh wait.
She has she has a flashback to when she threw a grenade that killed Craggy's mother and just kind of sinks to the ground, distraught.
Oh,
Probably
boy.
shouldn't have brought that up.
The famine raider gets a sick grin on his face.
Oh.
He's been out of all of his brothers, he seems to have been having the most success.
I would say that we should look into taking that one pestilence prisoner, but the way things are going, that would probably backfire on us in the worst possible way.
You're
Can we
low,
keep the
yeah.
famine guy alive? I want to learn his magic.
We'll learn famine stuff from the famine one that isn't going to try to kill us. Because this
Oh,
one just made
fine.
Flotsam cry, and we are now contractually obligated to kill the fuck out of him.
Yeah, no, that's fair. You make a good point.
Alright. Another sniper shot rings out. This time going for tempered steel, for 10 damage.
Ooh! Ow. Okay, so that's for 7.
And then with your, vulnerability still, right?
Oh yeah.
So for a total of 11 then.
Ouch. That brings me down to 11.
So tempered steel is now bloodied. He now has a visible bullet wound. Not in a place that's gonna kill him in the long run, but still enough to really hurt.
Ah!
Yes, like that. But then you hear kind of another sound whiz overhead, much kind of more suppressed, and you hear over on the hill, and the sniper on the hill, his cover he kind of rolls over, and his cover is revealed, and the sniper seems to be bleeding now.
What was that?
The
Yay!
last remaining raiders now look very, very, very concerned,
Mutant infighting.
and it's Travolt's turn.
Okie dokie. Yeah, Javolt is going to use his supercharge ability that gets him 3 energy, 1d8 damage, and if a coin flip succeeds, he gets to deal 1d10 damage to a target enemy.
This isn't gonna kill you, is it?
Nope.
Probably not.
He'll be fine.
Oh, I rolled a crit!
Oh, goodness. So, total 8 damage. Do you have a target in mind for that 8 damage?
No, an 8 damage to myself, and then I flip a
Oh.
coin, and then...
But
How
that does trigger your crit.
Yeah, it does. It was a D8
how,
roll in
much,
combat.
how much HP is Javolt at right now?
He is now
13.
at... Wait, what?
13 HP.
How?
What?
By now you should be at minus... do you have a trait that increases your max HP, or...?
Or
No, yeah, I do. I was
Okay.
at 40 when I started, so...
Right, so right now you should be at, 14, yeah.
unless you got regen.
No, I'm at 13.
Okay.
He did get healed by Tibbs that
Yeah,
one time.
yeah, I took that into account. I've been keeping track.
Okay, so
Forgot
then
to-
I flip a coin to see if I can attack anyone. So, 1 I succeed. No, wait. 1 I fail, 2 I succeed. Fail. All right. But I did get
you
to trigger.
Yeah, you get to trigger your 8 crit, yeah.
What is my 8 crits? Deal 1d8 to target creature and each creature adjacent to target.
Oh,
Which-
boy. Wait, there's only 3 raiders left.
So yeah, d8. So I deal 4 damage to each of them.
They're all together?
Yep, the remaining war, famine, and pestilence raiders. And pestilence actually, after that attack, drops down dead.
Okay.
And to his side, war and famine just give each other a look. One of them glances back to the sniper, who's now dead on the hill behind them, and then they just turn around and try to run.
Try.
Giving you
One of them made Flotsam cry.
Can I roll Arcana to make the zombie
Isn't the
horde
one that-
chase them?
Wait, who was the... Oh, wait. No.
So now basically, with them exposed, you pretty much all have an opportunity to, if you can, to attack them or stop them or whatever.
Well, though Tempered still stunned and all that, is...
Yeah, Tempered Steel and Flotsam, unfortunately, are still kind of in a state. But Javolt and his pets, Zenkarn and his pet, Aurelia Powderkeg, and Tibbs, all of them can can attack or restrain or whatever the retreating ponies.
Yeah, can I send
in my
all
first
the
good
zombies
roll
on
of the
field
night, I
after?
deal 13 damage to the fleeing famine.
Using what exactly?
I throw a plasma grenade at him.
Oh boy.
Boy.
The grenade finds a perfect spot and explodes on him. Just completely actually blowing off one of his legs and sending him sprawling.
Ouch.
Damn, I didn't get the trademark reduced to goop.
No meltdown.
Damn.
Wars.
Is he still alive, though?
Famine's still alive, but very much wounded now.
And you see him now, raising his leg up. Damn, and I was only 2 days from retirement.
As for War, what
Who all has
Powderkeg did his action.
Well, I'll roll. Well, I rolled Arcana for to get the zombies to chase them down and attack War
What was your roll?
because he's still running.
26?
Yep.
You managed to get the zombies into high gear, chasing after the two ponies. A couple of them break off to keep the famine pony pinned down under rotting pony flesh, and the rest of them manage to harass War and kind of distract him, and then there's one last and the last War Raider's head is suddenly pierced, there's blood, and he drops down dead.
God, I love zombies. We need zombies more.
Okay, so Javolt is going to say, wait, that one with the missing leg, he's still alive, isn't he?
Yep, but he's pinned down under a bunch of zombies.
Well, we do have that tradition of ours, one survivor per battle, at the least.
Powderkeg immediately throws a grenade into the pile. Not that one. It made Flotsam cry.
Okay.
No, I think it was the other one. And did you pull the pin out?
Yeah. There is no more famine Raider pony.
See, this
Raiders
is what
that make
happens when
Flotsam
we
cry
try
don't get to
subverting
be
tradition.
reformed. They die.
Probably no more.
I'll go and check the sniper. That's okay. While they're doing that.
Alright,
What a world! What a world!
Alright, well, while the battle ends and everyone starts to get their bearings, Zenkarn heads over to the hill with a sniper. And you notice that this particular figure is decked out, pretty much, very similar to the cultist scouts you encountered a while ago, but their uniform seems to be different now. Instead of the sort of four-hoof boots, his four hooves seem to actually be claws instead. And his sort of muzzle mask, head mask has more of a pointed, angular shape to it.
Is it still alive?
No, the shot pierced it through the head.
Well, only one roll to make now.
Autopsy?
Autopsy rolls. 27.
Alright. You start,
Wait, are you rolling 1d10s?
Oh, wait, I am.
you are, yeah.
And I still got a 27.
God damn.
Beautiful.
I'm the best. Do you want me to re-roll, or...?
No, I'll just add 10 to those two rolls. That makes just as much sense. You're able to, you actually examine this thing in further detail, and comparing him to Gramcracker from before, the Burn Pony. This particular Dragon Pony hybrid seems a lot more stable, a lot less sort of mutated and stitched together, and a bit more refined than Graham was. And on his person were a number of religious trinkets that seemed very clearly tied to the cult of Tiamat, suggesting that he was very much sort of loyal and devoted to the cult in whatever capacity is hard to tell, but at the very least he was definitely one of the cultists, or rather decorated cultist.
Well, steal those. It's wasteland, and that's what you do. Can I...
You now have a small collection of cultist medals and whatnot.
Woo. Would I be able to magically scan him? See if there's any, lingering magical effects around that would sort of give me a good sort of sense of, the process, or, if there's any specialty things now that he's
Sure,
been changed.
you can make an Arcana roll for that.
Cool. And I'll actually roll a d20 this time. 35!
So,
I'm sorry.
what it seems like, from what you can examine from this only very recently dead pony, now that you have the time to examine them, it seems like, you know, the basic process is that they're sort of magically, intertwining both pony and dragon sort of, DNA of sorts into just sort of a newly realized form. There's a bit of sort of almost reality altering magic in this now, very powerful. His form has not just been like mutated like some, mutant or alcorn. He's been actually sort of very magically changed now.
Fair enough.
But on top of that, you can tell that part of what goes into this is, there's traces of a sort of original sample. There is, an original pure dragon essence or DNA that is introduced to the pony as this spell is being cast, and seems to be how the hybrids are created now.
In that case, I've got more questions. So I might use. Sorry, guys, I know I'm doing stuff. I might start Speak with the Dead on him if he's still got his skull.
All right. Yeah, he's
So
still
that's
got,
like minutes.
his skull is kind of perforated, but all right. While you're preparing to speak with the dead, how's the rest of the party handling things?
Lonesome is curled up, hiccuping with tears.
Tempered Steel is...
Now, as after the famine of pony died, the sorrow effect has kind of lessened a lot. It still has, I'd imagine, a lingering effect, but the bulk of it's now no longer paralyzing. It's just kind of left you in a very particular state.
Okay, in which case Flotsam sits up. She's still sniffling quite a lot and hugging Craggy very tightly.
Even
Craggy, for once, is not trying to bite you.
Tempered Steel is lying on the ground on his back, his arms outstretched as he reflects upon his life.
I'm sorry, Craggy, I'm so sorry.
There's probably a large internal monologue going on that you know actually hear.
Okay, Javolt walks up to Tempered Steel, gives him a long look, and says, "Has anyone ever told you how tiny your legs are?"
Tempered Steel's gonna slap him.
What?
Tempered Steel's gonna slap him.
Well, at least you're out of your funk now.
Hey, Din's back.
You missed some really interesting combat, actually.
Was it
and
interesting?
I thought it was
It's
interesting.
fairly standard in combat.
Do I need to
I think the effects that were being thrown around were kind of fun.
roll to slap?
I think you just like combat and were starved for combat, and so getting combat was interesting.
Okay, yes. Shut up.
It was good combat. We had good combat.
Oh, yes. Do I need to roll to slap the Javolt, or...
You kind of, in your state, just kind of lightly slap him. But, Javolt's point kind of still stands. Hey, it kind of got you up, didn't it?
Well, he's still on the ground. He just kind of slapped.
Yeah, but, a little bit out of your melancholic state. Introspective.
Shut up, Javolt.
I mean, really, how do you even balance on those things? You've got this massive chest bulk and these big arms, and then you've got these tiny little legs and this
And then
tail.
he started to push some buttons and cross some lines, and now he no longer has my support.
I swear I will get up and I will hit you around like a golf ball.
You sure about that?
You want to test me?
God damn it, we just got done with combat, you guys.
While this is going on as the party is collecting itself, Chica finally gets up from where she was kind of cowering and just kind of tries to shake it off as best as she can. That was a lot more excitement than I've had in a long time.
Yeah, well, kind of happens on a usual basis with us.
I'm not looking forward to any more of this.
Temper Steel's gonna pick his head up, look at her, and ask, "You gonna be all right?"
Well, I didn't get shot, so that's a plus.
It's always good. Then he's gonna lay back down, or let his head fall back.
Yes, we're all alive, except for... See, we're all alive. Woo. Go team.
Yeah. So, They seemed really confident. Zenkon, what'd you see over there when you were investigating that,
Zenkarn's actually
sniper?
still over by the sniper, finishing up his Speak with the Dead ritual.
Zenkon, what are you doing over there?
Nothing major that I haven't done before.
I'm going over there immediately.
Alright. By the time Powder Keg gets over there and anyone else wants to come,
Yeah, Javolt is going to consider walking over there, but sort of stand beside Chica to sort of imply she should go over there as well, and if he's not going to go unless she goes.
Chica just gives you another flat stare, but then rolls her eyes and goes along.
Yes, this is a group activity.
Yeah, apparently.
Watson stays put.
Temper Steel's going to stay where he is.
Wait a minute, did we just leave the two emotionally injured people with the psychopath?
Yes, because that was your idea, Javolt.
Of course, Javolt doesn't know that Tibbs is a psychopath at this point.
Is Din in the
Tibbs
call
is
now? Or
pestilence.
are
I'm
we?
in the call. Sorry, guys. I'm just being
Okay.
quiet because I'm trying to figure out what the hell has happened. I'm trying to get it all in my head.
Alright,
We
to
just
recap,
beat up some raiders. That's pretty much it.
and got sniped at, and there was counter-sniping going on. So there was that.
Steel
Yeah.
and Flotsam got turned into emotional wrecks for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have strange
Alright.
powers, Din. Strange powers.
Tempered Steel took a lot of damage and shrugged off a lot of it.
Does he want help?
No,
Should
Does he want
Javolt
drugs?
already tried to help.
Javolt already antagonized him. I mean, you're welcome to try, but I can't be held. But Temper Steel can't be held responsible for anything he might do at this moment.
Anyway.
You see,
okay.
Javolt doesn't realize that Tibbs is a psychopath because he wasn't there for the whole conversation, so that's why he
These
left.
rules are-
Anyway.
I just meant medical help, but okay.
Actually, Tempered Steel does have a bullet wound that needs treating.
Okay.
All the
Tibbs
same,
will
go near.
take care.
It's just a flesh wound.
Till you get
Your
blood
arms
poisoning and die.
Oh, sorry. It just occurred to me why he might have a bullet wound. Okay.
Yep.
Never mind.
I think Din is tired.
Thanks for that information, guys. Let's leave out the dragon bit.
We mentioned hybrids at some point, I think.
All right, you guys continue on. I'll figure out where I am in a second.
So Zenkarn,
Salute.
as you reach out to the soul to beckon it to return to its body so that you may commune with it, you actually stumble across a very, very odd sort of feeling, as though the soul you're trying to reach is kind of trapped and cannot be budged from where it is, wherever it is. You try and pull and beckon, but it doesn't seem to move, and you can't seem to drag it.
I pout at it.
The DM
The pouting has no effect.
The DM has just put a fence in your way.
Hey.
Aww. These guys are jerks. Alright. Would I be able to make a roll to try and pull it out? Or is it just a flat, not gonna happen?
You can make a roll to increase your efforts now that you realize this is what's going on.
AKA, yeah, sure, go ahead.
23.
Ooh.
You're not quite able to make it happen, but as you reach out further and further, you do kind of get the sense that the soul of this dragon hybrid pony thing is in some kind of agony, some kind of purgatory.
Okay, can I roll to kill it?
To kill it?
Yes.
To what? Destroy the soul?
Yes.
To just break it apart and send it into the void?
Yes.
That's,
I'm pretty sure that qualifies as an evil act.
No, not if it's suffering.
and it's also kind of can't really destroy souls like that. Can't really end spiritual being like that.
Alright, well, I'll drop the process then.
Alright.
And look quite unhappy.
Oh dear.
Is Powder and stuff over there yet? Or...
Yeah, no, they arrived
Yeah, he
as
is.
the ritual was coming to its conclusion and all this happened.
Hey, Zenkarn, it looks like a door barred you.
Aurelia looks down at the at the corpse and to use Encarn and says, don't they usually start talking by now?
Something's blocking it, and it's in pain.
Oh, what do you think that means?
What I think it means is I think someone's torturing souls, and that's not okay in any way, shape, or form. But this thing, this mutant, it's wrong. Like, it flat out shouldn't exist. Like, I mean, alright, I guess I'll have to explain how these things are made, but there's some form of reality warping magic to make these. Like, this should not exist.
That can be said about a lot of things.
No. This really shouldn't exist.
Is it violating any laws of physics?
It's
I think
got a
it's
soul
violating
trapped
several
in
knowledge.
purgatory and it's in pain. That's violation enough.
Okay, see, that's a moral problem. I'm trying to understand. See, I can understand the moral side of that, and I agree with the moral side of that. I'm trying to understand the scientific side. Is there any law of science this thing is violating?
Define a law of science and I'll give you an answer.
Well, you know, gravity. Is it violating gravity?
Well, I mean, if you take magic as a form of science, then it's defying magical fact, and therefore yes?
Sorry.
I don't know, I just don't like it. Now that I've poked around with
defying
them,
magic?
we don't like them.
No, not divine. It's defying it, to clarify.
Sorry.
Defying magic.
Like, this is... I don't know. Powder? Thoughts?
Well, not much we can do about it. I mean,
Don.
What?
Maybe
Jamal?
I could... Yeah, I could probably do something.
And what, pray tell, do you think you can do, Javol?
Well, I don't know everything about magic, but I think I know enough to help out, what was it you're trying to do? Free the soul from the purgatory?
Yeah, or destroy it or something. Just end the suffering, please.
Alright. So, Javolt is
What are
going
you thinking?
to use...
So I can say no.
What?
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Javolt is going to use his destiny talent.
Spelljacker to
No.
do what?
Yeah, to, I don't know.
To do something?
Release
No.
bonds on the soul. Whatever's locking it down, he wants to get rid of that. Is that possible?
Describe Spelljacker to me.
The Reweave talent, make an Arcana check with a plus 30 bonus to alter an ongoing magical effect within 30 feet, as though you were using the talent Magecraft.
The plus 30 bonus, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
So I get to roll Arcana on?
Yeah. Okay, fine. You can roll Arcana.
Alrighty then. So that's 1d20 plus 14 plus 30. Let's see. And that's spend my magic points. So let's see how much. Was that it? I got a 54 total.
54 total.
Yep.
So with Zenkarn's help a bit, his description, you're able to kind of reach out magically to see what's going on there and try and change sort of magic that's binding the soul as Zenkarn describes it. But even with your reweave talent, you find that the forces binding the soul are just even greater than you are able to muster against it at this time.
Oh, does anyone want to help me on that? At all?
Far greater.
Oh.
Alright, so what we've learned...
AKA, it ain't happening.
Alright, and today we learned that we need to go kill every single member of the cult because I don't like them. Man, being powder is fun.
I know, right?
Devote, sort of.
Are you saying, like, every
Okay.
member of the cult, period, or every member of this faction?
I'm gonna go with every member of the cult, because let's face it, they're all guilty.
I don't think Firelight gonna like that.
Are you?
I don't think I care.
Aurelia just kind of looks disturbed at what has been described and says, I don't know what could have... Do you think this happened to Graham, or...?
Probably.
No,
No,
actually, probably
No, it couldn't have.
not.
It couldn't have happened to Graham because I contacted his soul. I used him as a focal point. like we could get access to him.
That's right, you did, right.
So these souls are being locked somewhere.
Right. Graham didn't look quite like this, did he?
No,
Are these? Do we think this lockup place is physical or?
no, it's a. I mean, using what limited knowledge I'd have, I'd assume it's some form of necrotic binding. Basically, depending on whether or not the particular theories are correct. Like, there's one theory that basically all souls end in a giant pool, and that's where necromancers get their magic from. They basically just fish in the pool for soul power. Basically, this is, if you go with that theory, all this magic is doing is blocking the path to the pool. So,
Not
it's got to be some form of large
Zenkarn.
magic energy.
The way it feels more like this soul has been put into a completely different, separate pool.
Oh, fantastic.
That prevents you from reaching into it, or for it from traveling out or to any other pool.
Oh,
That
joy.
actually sounds very disturbingly like what Glaurung described when he was about to hatch your egg, Larry. What's the name?
Aurelia.
Aurelia. Yes.
Wait. You talking about Glaurung and the whole death magic
Harvesting
thing?
souls to hatch the egg.
Right, pouring death energy into me to make me more resistant and right.
That was fun.
Well-
So I guess that's still happening then.
Well, not with you, obviously.
Well, not to me anymore, no, but that wasn't just Glaurung, that was
The other egg.
the
Yes.
other egg, and
That was my thought as well. Well, this has been a fine, somber time. Why don't we go back and see what our doctor has done to the two patients? I mean, surely he's treated them very well.
Yeah.
alright. So, Aurelia, what do we do with the body then? Do we just bury it?
Well, we can't exactly take it with us.
Alright. Dibs on not digging the grave.
We don't even need a grave. Zombie res it, and it'll just dismiss itself in 10 minutes.
Indirect cremation then. Yeah, actually, you can actually, with Arcana, you can kind of skip the process and just use necrotic magic to just basically disintegrate the dead body.
Roll 1, body becomes alive, becomes immortal. 32. And now you give me stuff over 30. Thanks for that.
Alright. So yes, you're able to basically disintegrate the dragon pony hybrid and just kind of scatter the ashes. Alright, so back with, I guess, Flotsam and Tibbs and Tempered Steel as the party makes their way back. Tibbs, you want to roll heal or just say take 10 or 20 on it?
I'll roll heal. Let me just double check my. I feel like I have some sort of talent for this.
Well, is
Possibly.
regeneration something that would apply out of combat to help? Okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay. I also forgot what my heal check is. It's 15, of course. Yeah, we'll just do that. Heal the Minotaur. 28.
28. You're able to treat and patch up the bullet wound very nicely. It went cleanly through, so you don't have to dig out the bullet or anything. But
Excellent.
Tempered Steel is gonna be limping a little bit, but he can still fight and basically act at full capacity. He's just got
I kind of imagine it going. Well,
he's just kind of got a wound in his side now,
yeah. Well,
and his poncho might need some repairs.
Try not to get shot again, eh, mate?
Tempered Steel's just going to glance at him, not with an annoyed look or anything. It's just like a neutral, faceless look, and then kind of glance away again. He's sitting up now, though, so step up from lying on the ground.
Flotsam, meanwhile, is looking around to see where the second sniper bullet could have come from.
You look towards kind of across the way from where you vaguely heard the suppressed sniper fire before, and you see atop sort of a rocky outcropping. There's stands what looks like kind of looks like another cultist scout hybrid, but this one's not wearing the helmet or the gloves. Is actually just kind of in the basic tunic and wearing a scarf, and you can see his sort of pony dragon hybrid, head muzzle thing, just kind of looking down at you. He's got
Flotsam.
this
sorry.
suppressed sniper rifle strapped to his back. And
Flotsam furrows her brow, then gets up, puts Craggy back in her saddlebag, or lets him chew onto it, and starts flying towards him.
the hybrid you see kind of takes a step back as if he doesn't really want to have a direct confrontation right now.
Flotsam hesitates, stops midair when she sees him stepping back, and then just kind of waves cautiously as if to say, I'm friendly.
He cautiously waves back as well.
She tries to fly forward again.
He seems to visibly kind of slump a little bit, letting out a sigh, and then just kind of waits there.
Okay, she flies
on
over
top
to
of this sort of slanted rock that provides this,
Can Tibbs notice and follow behind?
provides a vantage point over above you. Yes, you. It's pretty clear to see at this point now that Flotsam's kind of pointing it out.
Okay. Then Tibbs will be doing that.
Once Flotsam reaches him.
Why'd you help us?
Well, he seems to have kind of trouble with his words a bit. His voice is a little bit raspy as well. I was tracking them for a while. I was trying to track their movements, figure out their plan, and, well, realized too late that they were setting up an ambush for you, so.
Why were you tracking them? Are they with the cult?
He actually steels himself up a bit and gets a very harsh look on his face. Fair to say that they're with the executive.
The Raiders and that hybrid.
The rat who's gotten into the church and poisoned it.
Yeah, we hate him too. We're gonna kill him as soon as we can. So, are you from the cult of Tiamat?
No,
you must be. You're a hybrid.
Not anymore.
You left because of the executive?
Well, that, yes, and, well, that and Aurelia's broadcast and many other factors, but yes.
Flotsam smiles despite herself. You listened to Aurelia? That's great.
Well, Aurelia's that message got me and a bunch of others to think for a bit.
She'll
and, I'm sorry. It's been a little while. I've been on the run for a while.
On the run? They're trying to find you.
Yes.
Huh.
And they're not going to be happy, and I'm not going to be happy that I took out another one of us.
But the cult of Tiamat, under the executive, they're teaming up with raiders now? They can't see how messed up that is?
I don't. Well, it's all I think it's very hush-hush and secret, and that's what I've been trying to figure out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you took the initiative. You really kind of saved our butts there.
You looks like you guys were doing fine.
Sure, it usually looks like that. Oh, I'm Flotsam, by the way. Can I ask what your name is?
It's Swift.
Swift. Yeah, that's an appropriate name. Listen, do
Swift?
you wanna...
What? Oh, yes. Yes?
Oh, hi,
Pleasure to
Tibbs.
meet you. Dr. Tibbs.
Hi. He kind of shrinks back a bit. This weird image. The hybridization has given this very sort of striking sort of jawline and very severe face, but here it is, you see him kind of shrinking back, looking very shy all of a sudden.
Tibbs is gonna just smile and say, "No need to worry about me, mate. Just keep talking."
Yes, the executive mainly, I think he uses a lot of bribes to get himself into the, to get himself in the inner circle of things, both of the raiders and the cult, and he seems to be just trying to get, his hooves on everything, and get at least that's what I can tell. He really got up the ranks in the cult really fast, and that made us kind of worried. And then there was, Aurelia's thing, and oh goodness.
And were you already a hybrid by that point when the executive joined you?
Yeah, I was already in the hybrid program. Yes.
Why? Do you know why the cult of Tiamat wants to make hybrids?
To be.
More like the dragons?
Yeah, as kind of silly as it seems now. Yes. Because that's...
No, it seems really dangerous. The last guy we met, who they tried to do that to, he got so messed up. It ended up that he wanted to die.
Yeah,
Not that I think that's going to happen to
we
you.
all know about the burned pony, yeah. They improved the process a lot since then.
Well, listen, for us.
There's not nearly as much pain or rage for us.
But they do something to your souls, don't they?
They what?
I
guess so, yeah.
I was talking to my necromancer friend. I think maybe you should talk to him too. He found out some stuff. Flotsam and Zenkon have been having a telepathic conversation, incidentally.
Oh.
Do you want to come and meet the rest of our group?
I don't know if I want to. No, I really should. I mean, I've been kind of exposed for a long time now. I really should just kind of. I need to get back to. I need to check on my my friends, and I really should. He just starts kind of tapping his claws together. I really should be.
Okay. I don't want to put you in danger.
I guess maybe for a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you. Come on. Is it okay if we go back down here?
Yeah, that's okay. Just shouldn't be out in the open too long.
Okay.
And
be careful.
I'm sure you all are busy, and I don't want to take up time or anything. So.
You looked out
busy
for
all
us.
night, just plowing through the wall.
That lagged pretty hard.
That did indeed. Sorry, my connection keeps going in and out.
Flotsam sends a telepathic message to Zenkarn.
I've got someone I think you should meet.
Alright. We'll do happily, I guess.
As long as everyone else is going over, Tempered Steel will pick himself up and head over that direction, too.
And he just kind of, meekly kind of waves at you all as you approach and says, "Hi, nice to meet you all." And he sees Aurelia approaching, and he actually dips down a bit, like he's about to genuflect, but then reconsiders and then straightens himself up again.
Aurelia, he listened to your broadcast, and he followed through on it. Isn't that great?
Yeah, that's cool, I guess. She still seems a bit bothered by Zenkarn's whole thing about the other sniper. "So, you helping us out then?" Swift just kind of nods, very sort of unsurely.
Everybody, this is Swift. Swift, these are the Dragon Mawlers. Swift can't stay for too long. He needs to keep moving so that no pony finds him.
Well, hey there.
Hi.
Zenkarn,
Sorry I didn't stop those raiders and the scout sooner. I should have. I was already tracking them for a while. I should have done. Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
No, blame
So you're one of those cult hybrids, huh?
Yes, I am. Well, not really the cult's hybrid anymore. I'm just a half dragon thing now. It's much better than when the burn pony went through it. I hear. It's actually they got the process down really good. I think.
He suffered a lot less than you will. Let me put it that way.
damn it, Zenkarn.
I'm not sure what you mean, but okay. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. The executive, came in and really started poisoning the cult, but honestly, I'm starting to think that there was a lot of ugliness going on even before then.
We learned a lot. We learned a lot from talking to Graham Cracker. The burn pony, I mean.
Oh, Graham? That was his name?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
He was a nice guy.
Yeah, they wouldn't. They struck his name from all the records. No one. Okay, well, anything you want to ask? Now's the time, I guess.
Ask no. Examine you. Yes. Would you prefer to be sitting or standing?
Examine.
If Zenkarn actually tries to make a move on him, Tempered Steel will intervene.
He hasn't.
I'm
He
not
hasn't
gonna-
actually yet. He's.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I'm
haven't,
saying
I haven't moved.
You are
I'm
not the
saying-
goalie,
Flotsam
Tempered.
floats
You are not the goalie, Tempered.
Flotsam floats closer to Swift instinctively.
I thought maybe you could, I don't know. I don't want his soul to get all bound up and stuff.
My
He
soul.
helped us. We should.
I'm going to see if his soul is bound before he dies or not.
That sounds.
I'm not gonna kill him.
Okay. Well, sure. I mean, if it'll help you guys. I mean, you've been doing a lot, and you're trying to stop the executive, right?
Flotsam looks
Give
at
a glance over at Powder.
Invite him to a
Report.
tea party.
All right, go ahead. And he just kind of looks very, very nervous, but lets you do what you need to.
Alright, this shouldn't hurt much. 29, I'll chuck a magic point onto that.
All right. With a 39, you kind of place your hooves on him, and you kind of feel about the state of his soul, and you can kind of tell that it too is, while not in that other place yet, it seems inseparably bound to it, tethered to it, as though as soon as he dies, that's straight where his soul's going.
Well,
And it seems
good news, and I've got bad
this
news.
status seems to be ingrained into just who he is.
Well, you're not gonna suffer while you're alive, so, well, your soul won't suffer while you're alive, so, take heart in that, I guess.
What's going on? You've
Okay.
got me kind of scared now.
Yeah, I would be
Flotsam
too.
places a hoof on his shoulder.
Basically, what is it?
No, she's just prompting you to continue.
Oh, right. Alright, you know how souls, when you die, they pass on?
Yes.
Yeah, yours isn't gonna pass on.
What's gonna happen?
It's basically going to be trapped in an alternate plane. Let's just call it purgatory for ease of use, and it's going to suffer. I have no idea if even destroying your corpse will fix that.
But we're going to try and find a way to fix that, right, Zenkai?
I have to tell the others, and he turns around and just starts galloping off.
If you need us, contact Radio Crackle, okay?
And he just sort of runs off into the distance.
Alright then. Now that that's settled, well, don't y'all think it was very convenient how those raiders knew exactly where we'd be? Set up an ambush and everything?
Well, it's not our fault.
Almost
We just
as if
think it's a
somebody
trap.
told them we were coming.
What?
Isn't that right, Tibbs?
Tibbs is gonna raise an eyebrow and then just shut.
Javolt sort of sighs and says, "You do realize."
I love it when Javolt starts a sentence with "you do realize." It's always a good sign.
That Tibbs is one of the raiders? Yes, I do.
No, you do realize we have our own radio show.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
Smacktalk didn't say where we were going.
How close are we, by the way, to Slayer Base? I can't remember how far we traveled before we got ambushed.
Not terribly long. Couple, like a dozen or so miles.
It seems kind of like, from what Swift says, the executive has control of the cult and also some of the raiders. Those two powers together is what made the ambush, and the cult knew that we were in Slayer Base.
And the raider knew we were coming this way. Tibbs.
Well, are we?
Well,
current-
yes, it would fit our pattern. I mean, we usually do travel counterclockwise across the maw, hunting the next dragon and doing other things along the way. Honestly,
I think
we're
y'all are
pretty-
missing the major point I'm making here is that Tibbs is with the raiders.
Do you have any evidence for that?
Yep. I pull out
Really?
the file.
All right.
Pass it around. This is
This is your
intel I got from
handwriting, isn't it?
Lilypad. Nope. I got it from Lilypad. She had some, well, let's just say after I found Tibbs less than fun to deal with, I decided to look into him a bit more, and I got this back. From Lilypad and the intel they've got on at Slayer Base.
What's it say?
Well, it says pony matching Tibbs' exact description been going around selling drugs to the raiders.
What,
Wait,
before
so
he met
you're
us?
saying... Wait,
Or-
hang on. You're saying that the drug dealer in our group was selling drugs.
Yeah, no one's surprised about that. We already
Nuh-uh.
knew he did. We already knew he did business with raiders, but he's not anymore. He's been with us the whole time, right?
Oh, Danny,
well, if
call
he's-
dropping.
God damn it!
Well, if Powder Keg is passing around the file, you could probably just type the same thing that got shared before, couldn't you? So that people know exactly what it's saying.
Basically, what the file actually reads as is, there's a pony known as the Doctor, a popular drug dealer and medic in the Pestilence Gang, who travels around the Maw. Basic description seems to match Dr. Tibbs.
Oh, okay. So we have a pestilence raider in our group now?
Flotsam rounds on
Mhm.
Tibbs. Are you still a raider?
Except he's not here anymore, so I don't think it matters.
Yeah, he's having
Right.
an
Dan,
accident.
sorry. Damn it, Dan, come back.
This is weird, because he wasn't having this before. This is really recent.
It's to coincide with plot
Yeah.
for maximum frustration.
Mm-hmm. I choose to have this moment. I mean, think about it. This is a moment where Powder Keg could have, already being suspicious of Tibbs, have a reasonable time of saying, you probably helped plan this, and then was like, nope, Din's gotta have call problems.
Tibbs has
Story
just run
moments
away.
be damned.
Din teleports away. No, Tibbs teleports away.
And then suddenly Dr. Tibbs disappeared. No.
Tibbs goes deaf when Powder Keg starts voicing plot stuff regarding Tibbs.
Said like Highness.
I don't believe this.
Oh, man.
Tibbs, we tried turning it on and off again.
Go through.
Hey!
Yay!
This is so
Okay.
incredibly frustrating.
Oh,
Din,
man.
Din, you're finally in. Okay, so Flotsam just
Flotsam
asked
has
you.
just said, are you still a raider?
The thing is, I've had all this time to think, but I actually can't come up with anything to say.
So is Tibbs just kind of standing there speechless then?
I don't know if speechless is. I don't think he's really shocked. What would be his expression then?
He's probably laughing, actually.
No, he's sort of passive. He's going to take a moment and then he's going to go, I will admit to only one thing, and that is sailing to raiders.
That is not
Mhm.
answering the question. Tibbs, are you still a raider?
Can Tibbs
know when
lie
you
to
have
Flotsam? Tune in next time. No.
Tibbs, you know when you have nothing to say. That kind of makes the answer for you. You are, aren't you?
Yeah, I suppose the jig is up. Oh,
What
well.
the hell, Tibbs?
Finally, someone says it.
Finally someone says, what the hell, Tibbs?
Yep.
Yep.
But I like Tibbs.
That
just
is
look at him
And
disappointed.
nobody else.
Everyone else is jerks.
Flotsam is shaking with rage at this point. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't blow you to hell right now.
Powder Keg is tossing the Tibbs grenade up and down.
Did you tell them which way we were going?
I would rather cut out my own tongue than ever interact with those pieces of shit.
But you're one of them.
I am loyal only to my boss.
And who's
My
he?
boss is Pestilence. These worthless pieces of garbage have sold themselves off.
Well, at least a couple of them look like they were in Pestilence's gang.
Yeah.
Well,
And do you know how often I've been getting letters saying how much of the gang has split up, how much of every gang has split up, thanks to this
Well,
executive.
wait.
I
wait.
want one
okay.
reason, even one
Look.
good reason right now why I shouldn't just blow your fucking face off. Because that's all
Because
I
I had
wanna
every opportunity to slit your throat yesterday and I didn't do a damn thing.
Okay, Powder Keg, you want me to give you 2 reasons why you shouldn't kill him right now?
do. They're
mean
not
Papa?
good enough.
He has a direct link to a freaking, raider boss, and we can use that to go kill that guy.
Powder
He just
Keg.
said he's loyal to that guy. And anyone
Well,
who's
then
loyal
why-
to a raider boss is dead in my book.
Powder
Howard,
Keg.
shut
Alright.
up for a second. Tibbs, if you're so loyal to Pestilence, what are you doing with us? And why haven't you killed us yet?
The boss just wants to know what it is that you felt you lots are doing. That's all.
And what have you told
You've
him?
been telling Pestilence everything we've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kill you so hard your soul's gonna explode.
Someone needs to take away.
As a
Then Karn's like
necromancer,
too
I
soon.
Yeah.
That's a
Not
cute little
not
threat, Powder Keg, but no. You're not gonna do that.
I pull the
Someone
pin out
please
of the
take
grenade
his
and throw it at
saddlebags
him.
from him.
Fuck.
Do I need to roll the dodge or toss it back or something?
Can Temper still try and knock the grenade away?
Someone do something.
Okay,
I'm gonna go walk over and stand next to Tibbs.
There is like 3 seconds of action here. You can't just.
can Okay, can I make...
Flotsam would like to knock Tibbs away from the grenade.
Tempered...
19 on roll to dodge.
Dodge.
And, well,
Okay.
since I was going to have him do that, I'm going to have Tempered Steel make an athletics check using... Where's the... An athletics check using... Oh, yeah, to try and knock the grenade safely away from everybody.
Alright, make that check.
So, 3d10.
What is that 31 powder keg?
My athletics check to throw the grenade.
Oh, damn it!
Holy balls.
Can Flotsam try and help push Tibbs out the way, or is that just going to be completely ineffectual because she's little?
Oh, you gotta be. Okay.
No.
I'm gonna...
I'm getting hafted on...
Alright, how
Powder,
much
I'm
damage
gonna
am I gonna
kill
take?
you.
I am going to use my, I'm gonna use one of my,
I'm
Yes.
sorry, is this action at all out of character? It is entirely
It's not
no,
out of
it's
character,
not,
but
but
it's
God damn it.
troublesome.
I know,
Okay,
my roll is
Joel
way too good
realizes
for
that
this.
There's no way
Oh,
to get there's no way to get anyone out of the path of the grenade in time, so he's just going to start preparing cybernetics.
Okay, is 15 anywhere near good enough to, like, knock the grenade safely away from people? Or...
Magic
I rolled a
points. This is a
31.
really good time for magic points.
I would, but I don't have one anymore because I used it for
I have-
important things.
You do
I
realize
have a
my
magic
grenade
roll.
ability does 1d8 damage. That's what I'm doing. It will...
That's still out of combat. That's still a lot of shrapnel and force at very close range.
Okay,
At
I would still
conversation
like
distance.
to give I would like to give my magic point to Tibbs in the form of Flotsam somehow helping to push him out the way.
And I suppose I'll add my magic point on top of that. So 39, would that be?
Yeah. Okay.
okay, is 15 on knocking the grenade away gonna be bad for Steel, or...
Yeah, it's gonna be with a 31 on powder keg. It's gonna be a little, yeah.
Let's see,
All right, look. Here's what happens. Tibbs immediately starts to move away. Flotsam, pushes him, adds more momentum. They manage to get pretty far away from the blast. Tempered Steel manages to get the grenade a little bit away. Just kind of divert his path a little bit. And the grenade explodes just barely. It's still close enough to get every pony's ears ringing, but
And
far
Powder
enough away.
Keg immediately dashes at Tibbs with another 31 to athletics. He's doing a tackle.
Okay.
I'm gonna just say that Flotsam is in your way right now.
Oh!
Powder Keg can jump over Flotsam. It's a
Flotsam
31.
is going to
Flotsam
deliberately stay.
was pushing Tibbs. Flotsam's basically right on top of Tibbs right now. You
Flotsam's gonna
tackle
stand-
Tibbs, you're gonna basically crush Flotsam between you.
Flotsam is standing over Tibbs, staring down Powder. Powder, don't you dare. He is not yours to kill. We still have to get answers from him.
Hey, you have a necromancer in the party. I can always get information out of him after we kill him.
Revolt slaps, does he say that out loud?
Oh yeah, no, I absolutely said it out loud.
Okay,
to-
Javolt
that-
slaps Zenkarn.
This is
With
Last
his
time I
all
tried to get
stooges,
answers
I
from
swear.
him, he gave me nothing but bullshit.
Well, now you know
No,
something
I told you
more.
exactly the truth.
No?
Yeah, well, tell us more of the truth, Tibbs. Can someone please keep him still? I'm gonna take his special paper away from him.
whoa.
Tibbs
Oh,
is
that
going to
can-
drop his saddlebags and stand up and stand perfectly still.
Flotsam will take the saddlebags and rifle through them, looking specifically for the chemically treated paper that he uses to send messages.
While Flotsam is doing that,
Mm-hmm.
Powder Keg gets a nat 20 to punching
Who are you punching?
Punching Tibbs.
punching Tibbs in the face. A nat 20.
At 20.
And on a, allow me to add, thanks to my, destiny, that's an expert skill.
All right.
Oh, good lord.
Tibbs
You and
is
your
still,
PvP.
This is going to be like yesterday. Tibbs is not going to dodge.
So you
Or
just
last time, Tibbs is
CMC
not gonna
punching Tibbs in the face.
Yep.
There are some days, Lapis, I love you, and this is one of those days.
I hate to say, since you're not going to dodge, and that is just shy of a Cutie Mark critical on a not Cutie Mark skill, but anyway. That's a knockout punch. Basically,
The knockout punch?
yeah.
Alright.
You
Does
go
that roll the
sprawling
teeth
and
fly
you're
loose?
just out cold.
Temperate Steel is going
Congratulations, Powder Keg. You just gave brain damage to our medic.
We have another one.
He ain't
Temperate
no
Steel
medic
is-
I want around.
Temperate Steel is
Yeah.
going to pick up Dr. Tibbs and put him on his, and kind of heft him over his shoulder.
Oh
So
man.
that-
By the way, as you do that, Powder Keg was going into curb stomp Tibbs, so thank God you did that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, now
Troop-
Tibbs'
troop
limp,
is-
slightly limp body is out of reach of Powder Keg. Now that it's on Tempered Steel's shoulder.
Scythe to the back of the
Din says
head,
that-
you kill-stealing bitch.
Din says that on top of all the sheets of chemically treated paper is his Hippocratic Oath, which Watson kind of looks at, vaguely confused, then puts all the chemically treated paper in her bag. I think she'll just take Tibbs' saddlebags as well, since he's knocked out at this point.
Yeah.
Guys, can we head on to Radio Crackle Tower?
If we're not gonna kill him, at least tie him up.
Sure.
Look,
Anyone
I've
you
got
right?
him. He's unconscious. He's not going to be doing anything or going
Tie
anywhere.
him up.
Oh, come on, Temper's got a hold of him.
Tempered
We
Steel's
should
gonna-
tie him up in case he comes to.
Tempered Steel's going to wrap his arm around Dr. Tibbs as he's on his body in order to keep him from actually going anywhere if he does wake up.
Tie
Okay,
him
good
up.
enough for me.
Oh, just grab like his back hooves in one hand, his front hooves in the other, and just walk him along like that. Just drag him.
Anyway,
Do you have any rope, Powder Keg?
yeah, you guys have a rope.
I tie him.
Well, how are you gonna do that while you're
He's a
gonna do that?
unicorn.
I suppose you would do that.
You tie up Dr. Tibbs while he's unconscious and I guess carry him the rest of the way to Radio Crackle Tower.
I'm terribly
Carry.
sorry about this, Chica. He has these episodes sometime.
We're not
I'm
just gonna
staying
drag
the
him
hell
now?
out of this.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Raider
so
scum, and the
wants
only
to answer
reason
my
he's alive is
questions
by
on
the
ancient
mercy of all
biology
the rest
now.
of you.
Hey, I'm...
Sorry, was I speaking over everyone again?
Everyone was speaking over everyone.
Yeah, I'm not even
How-
sure what just.
Powder, don't mistake what I did for Mercy. And Flotsam flies on ahead.
I'm actually gonna go catch up with Flotsam if I can.
Okay.
Just to be like, hey, what was with all that?
He lied to us then, Karn.
Powder Keg is going to do one more thing. He's
Okay.
going to He's going to put a grenade in Tibbs' mouth. Not pin pulled, just a grenade stuck in his
you
mouth.
You can't really get it securely in there.
And I mean, if you put it there, Tempered Steel's gonna grab it and he's just gonna throw it away.
So no,
Fine.
you're not able to do that. Sorry.
Damn.
Look, I think the point has been gotten across. You can drop it already.
I just want every precaution taken against Raider scum that I can take.
Ugh.
You heard it
Aurelia-
yourself. He's loyal to pestilence.
Aurelia
Well,
just kind of rolls her eyes, groans, and says, "There's the powder keg we all knew and loved."
You know what? You know the thing is, Powder Keg, I used to be loyal to Raiders too. So did Firelight, and look where we are now. Just because he's loyal to Pestilence now, it doesn't. Look,
He
Maybe this-
infiltrated our group.
Lied to us, traveled with us, reported our actions to pestilence. Oh no, he will die. Even if
Oh, yes.
Blossom gets her answers, we will die.
Aurelia shrugs
Oh,
and says,
yes.
"We kind of let him."
Because,
We didn't-
let's be
we
honest,
didn't really
half
screen
the
'em.
party here hasn't lied to us at some point.
Not this kind of lie. This
No.
is straight up being a fucking spy.
Okay, fair point. And what's that actually got him so far? Just out of curiosity.
We don't know yet, that's the problem.
It's got pestilence a lot of knowledge of what we did.
Powder,
We don't
half
know.
the
What-
wasteland has knowledge about what we do. As Javolt said, we have a radio show.
Smack Talk only talks about things after we've done them. He doesn't go about broadcasting what our next plans are. He doesn't tell people our position.
Well, you know, apart from if we're staying in town and he's like, hey, they're staying here at the moment.
Oh, well, that's hardly a big deal.
It's the
And
fact
he
that
was
he's telling
telling
us.
Someone
so
was
far.
laying an ambush, it would be, which is what you guys are kind of accusing Tibbs of doing. Just so you know.
I don't know if he did that or not, but that's the thing, Zenkarn, we don't know what he did. We don't know what he told his boss. We need to find out.
Alright.
Has
Good.
anyone
I
bothered
vote we don't let
asking
Powder
him?
question him.
Yeah.
Oh no, I will be there.
No, you won't.
Oh
If
yes,
you're
I
there,
will.
you're gonna be unarmed.
Can we just get to the tower first and figure this out later?
We're still walking.
Yeah, I
I'm
would
flying.
have seen this conversation was walking and talking.
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
no.
we need to finish
that,
this
It really says
conversation.
that as you're walking.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
I think we should finish this up before we get to the tower.
Shut
That's
up,
not
Powder
gonna
Keg.
involve more
Just shut
ponies.
up.
Flotsam is going to radio the tower, if that's okay.
Yes.
Dragon Mawlers to radio Crackle Tower.
You hear some scrambling on the other end. Yeah, this is Gale Force.
Hi, Gale, it's Flotsam.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, we just wanted to let you know we're coming your way.
Okay.
I'm afraid we kinda have a raider with us. He's subdued, but just to warn you,
Oh, who is it?
it's our medic.
Huh.
We'll explain more when we get there. Do you have any pestilence or famine ponies in your, I mean, not current pestilence or famine, but
Well,
were
I
any
mean,
of you guys...
I was famine.
Oh, that's great. I have some questions for you. Were any of you pestilence?
Oh, I think so. Anyway, we'll talk about that when you get here, okay?
Yeah, we'll explain more then. Thanks, Gale. See you soon.
All right.
And she
then.
hangs up.
Yeah.
Well, that solves one of our problems, potentially. Flotsam glances down at Craggy.
Craigie has gotten back to chewing on, actually trying to chew on one of your wings now.
Ow. Flotsam stops flying and just walks instead. Don't worry, Craggy. We'll get you sorted out.
Default is going to very calmly pick up Craggy and put him on Powder Keg.
Oh no.
Powder Keg is going to immediately struggle and get the crocodile off of him.
Craigie hangs on for a bit.
Jetfault, he's my crocodile. He can chew on me. It's fine.
That's not the point I was trying to make.
We'll,
Default.
I know the point you were trying to make. Can we know it?
let's not, okay? Let's just focus on getting there. Had
I
enough
suppose
bullshit
you're
today.
right.
It's not like I wasn't trying to do anything that need to be done.
Oh, get over it. Can we at least focus on a target who deserves to, actually be completely decimated?
Like the executive?
I was thinking the church, but yeah, that'll do too.
Zenkarn has a vendetta now. I like this.
Mm.
But anyway, since we're just kind of now killing time and restating our, already stated intentions, I think this is now the point where we must, and because we're over time, we absolutely must call it a night.
Oh my
I
goodness.
really hope you don't make me regret this, Tibbs.
Oh.
That was intense. My goodness me.
Shall we do the sign off?
Oh, yes, let's. Yes. You ready, Lapis?
Mm-hmm.
This has been Fallout is Dragons.
Join us next week when we try to find an excuse not to kill off Tibbs.
Maybe if you're
Yeah.
lucky, I'll give you one.
Oh.
Mm.
Uh,
Okay then, that's it.